an actual rule of law. We're losing all of that. I'll be right back. Innovation Refunds has been helping small businesses that qualify to get a business payroll tax refund through the Employee Retention Credit Program, also known as ERC. The ERC is a tax refund for businesses that kept employees on payroll for parts of 2020 and 2021. So if you own a business with more than 5 employees, you could have money waiting to be claimed. Do you have a CPA that says you might not qualify? Get a second opinion. Innovation Refunds does not provide tax or legal advice. They work with an independent network of tax experts and professionals, and they'll share information with them to evaluate and process your claims. Terms and conditions apply. Go to innovationrefunds.com to determine eligibility. If you qualify, you could be on your way to receiving money for your business. There's no upfront charge. They don't get paid unless you get paid. Go to innovationrefunds.com or call 1-843-REFUNDS. That's innovationrefunds.com or 1-843-REFUNDS.
Week 1 is in the books for your Artesia Bulldogs, but the journey is only just beginning. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Tonight, your Bulldogs are back home at the world-famous Bulldog Bowl, taking on the Eagles of Hobbs. Get ready for the throwdown. Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Payne Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Julie's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Poppin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Kate Branch of Artesia, Turpening & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sandy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, let the journey continue.
Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here with KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, joined by the head coach for the Artesia Bulldogs, Coach Jeremy Maupin. And, Coach, you guys are now 1-0 on the young season. You go up to Carlsbad and have a good game. Why don't you just give a little recap?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to get started, that way. We haven't done that the last couple of years. It's been a little tighter game. We really challenged our guys this year to – we wanted to be more prepared week 1 than we ever have been. And so I think our guys were ready. We came out, we were able to run some tempo. Coach was able to get a lot of defenses in and cause some confusion. And so came out, had a good game. Offense drove down the field right away, threw a bad interception in the end zone. Some things we still got to clean up there. But then defense comes out, blocks a punt. And then, Grant Johnson blocks it and then picks it up in the end zone. And that kind of got our night rolling after that. And offense scored every possession after that they had until the very last one. And our defense gave up just the one drive for a touchdown. Even there were some things there, you'd like to have some officials look at on some things there, but our defense played really well. David Hammond, 3 interceptions, One of them returned for a touchdown, big before half. You're good. And then Jaron Watkins got his first interception as well. Almost had another one, kind of bounced off our chest and went the bad way there, but defense played really well. We challenged them. We want to be able to tackle better than we had the last couple of years to start the season, and they tackled really well. Got after Josiah Rodriguez, had a great game. Grant Johnson, Caden Grantham was in the backfield the whole night. Just whole team effort there. And then offensively, thought Nye had a good game overall. We had some new receivers. Matt Kahn, I just called him that too. Ethan Kahn had a really good game for us. 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Isaac Casares, he's going to be our quarterback next year. had a huge run, and then we throw it to him, so I guess we count it as passing yards. It kind of depends who you ask, but had a huge game there. Jesse Lerock running the ball had a good game. Our O-line, Devin Velasquez had a great game. Omar's had a great game. Fisher, we played some different guys. Armendariz had a good game for us. I mean, everybody got in a little bit on the action and had a good game. We got to play a bunch of kids. Good to see our 2 defense come out, get a stop, our 2 offense come out and drive the ball down the score, and even got some of the sophomores in that we've kept out this year. So just really excited about the start, but we also know it's just week 1, and we want to be 2-0 this week. So that's the goal this week.
Well, let's talk about this week. Here you're getting ready to play Hobbs here at the Bowl, and why don't you just talk about practice this week? You come off that big win. It's emotional. It's the Eddy County War, but it is only the first game of the season. So how did you guys as coaches handle the players this week, and how did practice go?
Yeah, I mean, I think our guys came in pretty focused, especially like after Hobbs last year, such a back and forth game. And I think our defense, they don't want to be a part of that runaway game anymore. And I think, there's been some things even offensively that we kind of were going through one guy a lot. And so I think our guys really just came in and said, we want to kind of avenge last year, but we want to make sure we're getting better, each week as well as always our goal. So they came in focused. I thought we had good practice, all week. Had a little lightning this week, the weather dropped, which is nice, getting a little cooler. So I thought we had a lot of energy and really excited about where we are at this time of year.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck as you guys get ready to take the field. And Bulldog fans, stay right there as we're going to have some more stuff for you here on the pregame show. And then, of course, 7 o'clock kickoff right here at Bulldog Bowl. Go Bulldogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Need new windows for your home? Beware of the sales gangster. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing and Windows here. A sales gangster is a window salesperson with the mobster mentality. They intimidate, bully, and fast talk you into buying their less than quality windows during a 3-hour pitch. Think I'm kidding? Call a few window companies and see for yourself. Or you can skip the sales gangsters and call Trustmark. We have fair, no-nonsense pricing on our premium windows, and our appointments take only about 60 to 75 minutes. Just long enough to listen to what you need, show you your options, answer your questions, and give you a straightforward quote. Then it's up to you. We can take a no just as easy as a yes, but I'll guarantee you this: no sales gangsters. Sound fair? Call Trustmark Roofing and Windows for your no-obligation spring window assessment. 575-755-7663 or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
For 5 generations, La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has been home of awesome comfort food for locals and tourists alike. All of our recipes are tried and tested, many for years before becoming part of the menu. La Fonda Restaurant only uses fresh ingredients, and our portions will fill you up. The August drink of the month is house-made sangria, loaded with fresh fruit. Cool down and try it frozen. $5 all month long at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia. Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
Edge Safety and Services LLC in Artesia, New Mexico has an immediate opening for a safety technician. Position requires a clean driving record and must be able to pass a drug and alcohol screen. Edge Safety offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution towards health benefits. Please email resumes to edgecoding@yahoo.com or apply in person at 402 West Main Street inside the Edge Safety and Services facility. Edge Safety and Services LLC is an equal opportunity employer.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Time to order your poinsettias at Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia. Poinsettias range from $10 to $60 and are available in pinks, oranges, reds, and red with white sprinkles. Now is also the perfect time to plant trees and look for fall budding flowers soon. Plus, you'll find a huge selection of home decor and all the gardening supplies you need to make your garden great. Let our expertise help your garden be the envy of the neighborhood. Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 South 1st on the Artesia-Carlsbad Highway in Artesia.
There are things you can do to improve the value of your current home if you plan to sell, and a few things you probably shouldn't do. The folks at Lois Oliver Real Estate are experts in real estate in Artesia and can help you with some great advice. If you want to talk to a local expert about buying or selling a home in Artesia, visit with any of the agents at Lois Oliver Real Estate. We know Artesia, and we're ready to help you buy or sell or find local experts who can answer your questions. Lois Oliver Real Estate, we love it here. Find us at 210 South Roselawn or online at loisoliverrealestate.com.
All right, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling here with KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com, joined by Coach Rodriguez, defensive coordinator for the Bulldogs. And Coach, you guys had a great game last week against Carlsbad, came out and really did well defensively, honestly, just amazingly. This week you got Hobbs coming to Artesia, and I want to start off talking about the kicking game. And I say this every year, the fans have heard me say it a million times, but I believe you guys as a staff do a better job than any staff in New Mexico, and maybe as good as anybody in the country, because you guys treat special teams equally, and it shows. I mean, it's so big. So let's start with special teams against Hobbs. Talk about their special teams and what you guys have seen in watching them.
Yeah, so their special teams, honestly, they kind of look like ours at times. They run a starburst kickoff return. We kicked it to them last year. We defended that really well. We even got a fumble recovery on one of those. So look for them to run the starburst. Their kickoff, they've actually got a pretty good kicker this year. Seems like a kicker-only type kid, and so he's putting it pretty far, out there, and so he's doing a good job with that. He does well on his extra points as well, so he's a smooth left-footed kicker, and he does a really good job at that. As far as their PAT block and punt return, they're just trying to make sure that everything's sound and lined up, whether it's for fakes or trying to come after it just a little bit. But they're trying to set up a return on their punt return and make sure that they get the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, they're big and fast. One of the biggest schools year in and year out in New Mexico. So they've got a lot of kids to choose from. All right, let's move over to the offensive side of the Hobbs Eagles and kind of give us a scouting report, probably similar to what we're used to seeing from them the last 3 or 4 years. But go ahead and give the fans a report on this year.
Yeah, so the way that their offense works is they're a spread RPO team. They run a pre-snap RPO. They check numbers on both sides, see what they like. If they like it, they throw it out there to the screen. If not, they run the play that's called. And so their offense has some returning starters. They've got some on the left side of the line, their left guard, left tackle. Their center's actually a returning starter too, but he was actually a fullback last year. Okay. So he's kind of one of those guys. And then they had a wide receiver move to slot this year, kind of as he grew up. And, their slot position's much like ours in that they're the featured receivers in their offense. So he moved down to being a featured type guy. And they've got a new quarterback this year. Their quarterback from last year graduated. This quarterback actually came in at the end of the Carlsbad game against us last year when we put the Carlsbad quarterback out. And so he orchestrated that last drive for Carlsbad. So he is a kid that's played in the bowl before, and we'll see how that turns out tonight.
So he's he moved to Hobbs, I guess.
Yes, sir. He moved over to Hobbs.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about their defense. What you guys, based on your scouting, what you expect to see defensively, how they're going to line up against our offense. We're a powerful offense, and so what are they going to try to do to us this week? Yeah,
so Coach Willingham's still over there. He's got a 3-4 defense. Where he likes to play quarters. He tries to keep everything underneath him, play very sound technical football, and they do a really good job with that. So, he's got some returners. He's got his nose tackle returning, and then he's got 2 linebackers, one outside, one inside that returns. And they've got some new guys in the secondary. Like you mentioned earlier, they are a big school, about 2,800 kids enrollment. And but they've got some young kids starting. They've got a sophomore and what we've got listed as a freshman starting in the secondary. So they must think pretty highly of those kids if you're going to start those kids at the 6A level.
Well, Bulldog fans, you heard right here the scouting report on the Hobbs Eagles. We've got that game coming at the top of the hour, so stay right here. KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
It's Big O's Big Deal Event, August 21st through September 17th. Get a $110 rebate on sets of 4 Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires, or $70 rebate on all other Michelin lines, plus an additional $70 rebate on installation of select sets of 4 Michelin tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. Void where prohibited. See rebate form for terms and conditions. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Summer vacation is here. But just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Youngren and Smile Expressions. 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Gael Reese. I'm a junior. I play linebacker. I'm also involved in National Honor Society and track. And my favorite teacher is probably Mr. Taylor. My favorite football team is the Kansas City Chiefs. My favorite part about being the Bulldog is putting up that one.
My name is Ax Hartley. I'm number 14. I'm a junior. I play linebacker. I'm also involved in hopefully powerlifting. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. Favorite football team, probably the Buffalo Bills. My favorite part of being a Bulldog is the dog pile before every game.
My name is Juan Diego Duran. My number is 15. I'm a senior. I played wide receiver. I'm also involved in track and field. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. My favorite NFL team is the 49ers. My favorite part of being a Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is Gavino Barrera. My team is Call Me Bino. I'm number 43. I'm a junior. I play safety. I'm also involved in track and National Honor Society. My favorite teacher is Miss Mathis. My favorite football team is the Arizona Cardinals. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is my teammates.
My name is Jake Van Dievender. My number is 44. I'm a junior. I play defensive end. I'm also involved in track. My favorite teacher is Miss Wachter. My favorite football team is the Los Angeles Rams, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Jesus Estrada. My number is 50. I'm a junior. My position is defensive tackle. I'm also going to be involved in track. My favorite teacher is Mr. Brickle. My favorite football team is Green Bay Packers. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Omar Slice. I'm number 51. I'm a senior. I play on the O-line. My favorite teacher is Miss Jimenez. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite part of being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Xavier Ramirez. I'm number 94. I'm a junior. I play D-line. I'm not involved in anything else. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. My favorite football team is Dallas Cowboys. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Braylon Keenabrew. I'm number 95. I'm a junior. I'm a receiver. I'm not involved in anything else. My favorite teacher is Miss Kaufman. My favorite football team is Dallas Cowboys. And my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the animal.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
Your friends at Artesia Ford Sales have been doing their best to find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so you can get what you need when you need it. While brand new vehicles may be hard to get, there are some great used vehicles out there if you know where to look. That's what the staff at Artesia Ford Sales does every day. Hunt down quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so what you need is most likely on the Artesia Ford lot right now. Check out the website daily, or better yet, stop by and tell them what you're looking for and let them do the hunting for you. Artesia Ford Sales, helping folks get the vehicles they need for over 57 years.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Your savings will blossom. with share certificates at Artesia Credit Union. Earn 5.5% APY with a minimum $10,000 deposit, 12-month term. This offer is for new deposits only and is federally insured by NCUA. Help your savings blossom with a 5.5% interest rate at Artesia Credit Union. Membership is open to all residents of New Mexico. To learn more, stop by Artesia Credit Union at 210 North 5th Street in Artesia or visit artesiacu.org.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has an immediate opening for a supervisor of operations. Candidate must have knowledge and experience in multiple oil field services. Bilingual not required, but preferred. Pressure Services also need vacuum truck operators. Positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contribution toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Ed Safety Facility. Equal opportunity employer.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Most of the problems that people have with plants comes down to basic farm management. That means knowing what to plant and when to plant it. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Planting at the wrong time usually leads to disappointment and heartache, sort of like your first love. But planting at the right moment puts Mother Nature on your side, and that makes growing things easier and a whole lot more fun. So before you plant anything, come to see us at Roswell Seed, or just give it a try and hope for the best. It gives me a chance to say, I told you so.
Hello, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue, and we are here at Bulldog Bowl as the Artesia Bulldogs are hosting the Hobbs Eagles on a beautiful August night. Robbie, it just can't get much better than this.
It can't. I just checked the weather. It's 74 degrees in Artesia right now. Overcast. Just a beautiful night for some Friday night football.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Second game of the season for both of these teams as the Artesia Bulldogs went down to Carlsbad, had the Eddy County War last weekend. Come out big, had a great first game, had their mistakes. You saw some first game jitters, I think we did, but overall, what a great game for the Bulldogs. And the Hobbs Eagles, kind of the same thing. They played one of their main rivals from back in the day. The Clovis Wildcats are in different districts now, so but they go and get a big victory at Clovis as well. So both teams on the road last week, and now we're back at home.
Yeah, both teams coming in 1-0. Hobbs coming in tonight, ranked 6th in 6A. 4 Albuquerque schools in Centennial are ranked above them, so they're right there with the big boys in 6A, and they got, we were joking around, they got size, they got speed, and they're well coached, so they got all 3 phases of the game as the Hobbs comes running out on the field. And Artesia, ranked number 1 right now in 5A, second game of the year. But coming in tonight, just a few stats for the Bulldogs on one game on the year. Nia Estrada had 15 completions and 19 attempts last week for 320 yards. Of course, he didn't play much of the second half. And had 4 touchdowns. Leading the way rushing was Jesse LaRock with 11 carries for 60 yards. He averaged 5.5 per carry. Receiving, Isaac Cazadas had 4 receptions for 127 yards. He had that long one for 78 yards, I believe. Averaged 31 yards per catch. And Ethan Kahn had 5 receptions for 113 yards. He averaged 22 yards per catch. And then leading the way defensively, both the linebackers, Rodriguez and Wesson, had 8 tackles apiece, leading the way defensively. So Bulldogs coming in tonight looking to get that second win against a perennial power in 6A Hobbs.
One of the things that we saw last week, and we'll probably talk a lot about it as the Bulldogs get ready to come onto the field to the fans' approval. Here they come, coming down to the 50-yard line, is how great our defense played last week. We had 4 interceptions. Watkins Hammond had 3 of those, 1 for a pick 6. We had a blocked punt, gets that in the end zone for a touchdown, and so our defense just really, really roared last week. So it's going to be interesting. When I was talking to Coach Rodriguez, and if you missed it during the pregame show, I'll tell you a couple things that he said. he said, one of our biggest things coming into that first game, coming into this year, is we got to cut down on missed tackles. We got to stop arm tackling. And he said, last year, first game, we had 13 missed tackles against Carlsbad, had 37 against Hobbs. He said they only had like 70 plays. He said, so, that's one of our big focuses. And I told him off the air and on air, well, you did a pretty good job getting ready because they tackled last week.
They did. Tackled against Carlsbad well last week. We talked about it during the game. But coming in tonight, a lot of that is the Hobbs athletes, too. They have a lot to say about that. Their skill positions are quick and they're fast, and you got to break down and you got to form tackle well. You can't just reach out and get them down. You got to wrap them up. And then they got some size. We talked about it on the offensive line. They're 267, 295, 260. Defensive line, their nose guard's 320. That creates a little bit of problems too when you run into guys that big too, blocking the way for the running backs. And if they get a hold of you, right, and you put an arm out there or something like that, then it's hard to bring them down.
Yeah, it is, and so that's what he said that they had really focused on at the beginning of this year and continue that. He said, we'll continue it all year long, but we're going to tackle the football. The other thing that I had somebody tell me that is not really, they love the Bulldogs, but they're not necessarily a football person. I mean, they are, but they don't see things like maybe we do. And they said they noticed that, man, there was a lot of Bulldogs around every tackle. Their exact words. And so, somebody that loves to watch, but they're just not football people. But the more hats you get to the ball, the better. And I know when you and I played, Coach T.W. Harvey was your defensive coordinator. He was my head coach. That was one thing that he certainly taught. And you get more hats to the ball, likelihood of getting down becomes greater.
Good defensive teams have some outstanding defenders that, do well on their own. Great defensive teams have a team defense mentality, and there's 5, 6, 7 guys flowing to that ball in on the tackle, on the plays. So it's hard to break away from those great defensive teams, because you can't. If you break one tackle, there's 3 more guys there.
Right. All right, we're about to get underway as the Hobbs Eagles won the toss. They will receive the kick, and so they're going to be defending the north end. The Bulldogs defending the south end. Left to right, will the Hobbs Eagles go here? If you're watching on the radio, they're wearing white uniforms with some gold outlines. Their gold numbers are outlined by black. Bulldogs in their white pants and their orange tops with black numbers outlined in white. And they've got that, I think it's called charcoal. I don't know, or maybe it's just solid black this year, but they got black or charcoal colors on their sleeves. And so that's what the Bulldogs are wearing. And, of course, our iconic orange helmets. As the kickoff is getting ready to be done by Jacob Parrish. He's got the ball planted right in the middle on the X.
You got Armandares back deep in the middle for the Hobbs Eagles.
Here's the kick. They run the starburst like we do. It's a squibber over to the right side. They're coming up on it. The ball's on the ground. Bulldogs have it. Oh, they do have it. So it'll be Bulldog football on the turnover. And I was going to say something before the kickoff, Robbie. Last year, we ran them out of the starburst. This year, we open up with a squib, and we get the turnover.
Yeah, the Hobbs Eagle came up, and it bounced off his chest, went in front of him, and then David Hammond fell on that. And that's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. And don't you fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Fall on a great deal with Raul Rodriguez at Artesia Ford.
All right, so the Bulldogs get the offense. They get to start on offense, even though the Hobbs Eagles took the kick to start the game. We're going to go trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field for the Bulldogs, as they're on the 25-yard line. Estrada in the backfield with LaRock to his right. They look like they're in a – he's going to hand it off. I was going to talk about their secondary. LaRock powers up forward, going to pick up about 4 yards, 3.5 on the play.
Just a run to the left there for LaRock, and he gets in the middle and drives his legs well. And number 57, Hill, in on the tackle for the Hobbs Eagles.
All right, so we've got Armandares, Fisher, Salais, Velasquez, Chacon on the front lines for the Bulldogs. Try to get in those receivers here in just a minute as Nia Estrada in the shotgun. LaRock to his left. Ball near the middle of the field this time. In motion is going to be Kahn. It goes off of him. He picks it up. He gets around the first man to the 20, down to the 15. Gets knocked out of bounds at about the 15. Boy, that was fortuitous.
It was, because it was like a direct snap to him, right? And just went off of him, hit the ground, bounced right. He's running full speed, bounced back up to him, and they took off around the left side. So, again, showing his speed there. Kahn, good speed, able to get the corner.
Yeah, there was 2 Hobbs guys there, and he got around them. Very fast is Kahn. All right, so the Bulldogs now have a first down inside the 20-yard line on the 19. Ball on the near hash. Lopez, the slot on this side, cheats in to look to block. They're going to snap, hand it off. LaRock following his blockers, bounces it outside. He's inside the 10-yard line down to about the 9.
Had his hand on the back of the lineman looking for a gap or somewhere to go, decided to break it outside, able to pick up a good chunk there.
All right, so gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 10-yard line. 10:39 and counting to go here in the first quarter of the football game tonight. All of our district rivals are in action tonight, Robbie, which makes sense. So we'll probably talk about them and the games they're playing later on in the ball game. But I think we were ranked 1, 2, 3, 4 after last week. All right, so ball on the 9-yard line, A formation look. LaRock in the backfield to the left, takes a snap. He's going to turn and look for a place to go. Does the quarterback Estrada? He's going to pick up about 4 more. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit last week. Estrada, he makes those reads really quick, which is good for his offensive line, and it just wasn't there. Hobbs did a great job of defending our receivers, so he quickly decided just to tuck it and run.
All right, looks like we might go heavy package here. As I see some new guys coming in. And let's see if Johnson does come on. He does. So look, we're going to go heavy and try to get these 3 yards. Ended up only picking up 3. I thought he got 4, but knocked out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and 3 at the 7-yard line. Heavy package in there. And I think, well, I was going to say our middle linebacker is in the middle, but is not. Is that Johnson?
No, it's LaRock.
LaRock is playing the quarterback. Snap is back. He's just going to go right up the middle. He's got the 1st down. Well, he may not. He got met and stopped dead. We'll see where they mark him down. Looks like it's going to be 4th.
Yeah, he had a gap right there. They did a good job, but McPherson did a good job of stepping up from his linebacker position and stood him up and kept him from getting that 1st down.
So it'll be 4th down and 1. Looking at the play clock, plenty of times. LaRock comes off and talks to Coach Maupin just for a moment. 23 seconds down to 20 now on the play clock.
So
as the Bulldogs huddle up.
Big play here for 4th and 1 and, on the, 5-yard line. So big play for Hobbs, big play for the Bulldogs.
LaRock in that shotgun look. He's got backs all in front of him, but around him for lead blocker. Snap his back. There was no call. Did he get the 1st down? He did not.
No, he fumbled. Oh, sorry.
Where they're coming in and marking him, he didn't get it. It'll be 1st down Hobbs.
No, he fumbled the ball. Hit him in the hands, and he dropped it in front of him, so then he chased it up in there and fell on the ground on it. So he didn't get it, but he fumbled the ball. He fumbled the snap. That's what he did.
And it looked like we might have had an off penalty, but they didn't call it. That would have really helped us.
I thought legal procedure.
Yeah. All right, so turnover on the play for the Hobbs Eagles as they get the stop. The Bulldogs get the 1st turnover of the game on a fumbled kickoff, but the Hobbs Eagles able to come up and make the stop. With that size, that's something we're going to have to look at on a running game. All right, so 1st down and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles. Ball on the far hash. This will be their 1st offensive play. They've got the same look as the Bulldogs, kind of an A formation with a slot and a wide out on either side. They've got a running back. So how are they doing that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They got 12 guys on the field. That's how they're doing it. And a timeout taken. I saw that sniffer back, and I thought, how's that working? All right, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout as well. Artesia Bulldog 0, the Hobbs Eagles 0, 9:26 to go here in the...
Hi Artesia, it's Cambria from your local KFC and Taco Bell. I have something special for all you Bulldog fans out there. Come by and try our new Bulldog Bucket. It's an 8-piece leg and thigh meal with a large mashed potato and gravy and coleslaw with 4 buttermilk biscuits for only $23.99. On Tuesdays, we also have our chicken fried steak special for just $4.99. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog. We hope to see you soon at your local Artesia, KFC, and Taco Bell.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout by Hobbs. It'll be their 1st offensive play of the ball game. An A formation look. Nope, now they've got just the one wide out on the near side, which is the wide side. The quarterback in the backfield takes a snap. He's going to hand up right up the middle. Bulldogs close quickly, but he's able to kind of step aside and pick up a couple.
We talked about it. I can't even tell you which Bulldog was in on that because there were 6 of them that came up and closed on number 23. He's not on there.
Armendariz?
Yeah, Armendariz. The running back.
So that's what they had a while ago. They had that sniffer back up there. They had a slot 2 on this left side. All right, the quarterback is Beatty. He's a 6'2" junior. He's back. His feet were right on the goal line. Now he steps forward, turns. He's looking to pump it, and he's going to go deep. He's got a man down there, and it is going to be caught. Didn't get her hands up, so a big first down out to about the 39-yard line.
That's number 22 making that catch for the Hobbs Eagles. Let's see who that is. He's not on the roster. There he is, Franklin. Yeah, so Franklin did a good job. Armendariz is right on him, step for step, but he didn't get his head around to hit the ball.
So big first down out of the shadow of their own end zone. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Beatty in the shotgun. He brings a man in motion. Snap back. Going to hand it off to that guy. Bulldog was there in the backfield, but not enough speed to get him. He cuts under the tackle. He's going to pick it up to about the 47-yard line for a pickup of about 8 yards, maybe 9.
Franklin just coming around, like you said, in motion to the right side. Got a couple of good blocks out here before Watkins was able to make the tackle for the Bulldogs, but he picked up 9 yards.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1. We're down to 8:15 and counting here in the first quarter. No score if you're just now joining us. Big crowd here for the Bulldogs and a good crowd for Hobbs as well. They brought their cheerleaders and band too. All right, Beatty looks over the defense, brings a man in motion, going to hand it off to him. No, he keeps it. No, he did hand it off. And number 2 is around. He's off to the races. He's got a man blocking for him. He cuts back inside, and then he is blasted, but not after a pickup all the way down to the Bulldog 24.
So you can see their game plan coming in. They don't want to go between the tackles. They're going around the outside, and they give it to Hawkins that time.
So a big pickup all the way down to the Bulldog side of the things. It's going to be, he stepped out of bounds back there a ways. So they're going to mark him down at the 31 of the Bulldogs. As their whole team, well, the offensive linemen don't, but all the skill positions take a look over to the coach to get the play. He did go out of bounds, so stop the clock with 7:53 to go here in the first quarter. Hobbs on the drive. They move their up back over to the right side. Now they bring a man in motion again. Snap is back and fake the handoff, hand it up the middle, and that's Armendariz who's going to pick up about 3.
Yeah, so fake that pop or that sweep that time, and Hammond. Actually, Rodriguez comes up in the first Bulldog to make contact with him, make the tackle.
He got 4. I thought he got 3, but he got a little forward lunge. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Hobbs Eagles. They got the ball on the far hash from Robbie and I here in the press box. All right, so the quarterback will step back. They got an overload on that side now with the up back to the left side. The short side of the field is going to turn. Fakes, does hand it off, and he's going to push forward, pick up none.
That's a great job by Grantham because he got some penetration back there in the backfield. Armendariz had to try to step around him, and he went down to a knee and then got up and started to run again, which you can't do in high school. So great job by Grantham.
So it's actually a loss of 1 as the Bulldogs going to have to hustle 2 men off, but they're going to get him off as Hobbs was bringing a guy in as well. Play clock, a lot of time on it. So they're going to no huddle, but they stand out there a long time. They're going to have trips now. The first time we've seen this from the Hobbs Eagles, going to kind of bunch them down here. Trips on the wide side. Quarterback takes a snap. He looks. He does a little shuttle pass, and it's going to be caught by the lineman, but it did go off of the running back first, so it is a legal catch. He's going to pick up 2. It'll be 4th down and about 6.
And I'm trying to get his number. I think it's number 68 that actually caught that for the. That's Ray. He came right to him, and then he's a big boy. It took about 4 Bulldogs to get him down.
There is a penalty on the field on the near side here, and I think it was a false start, but we'll let the white hat tell us. Because it looked like he was looking for the Bulldogs. That's what it was. So do we decline it? Coaches are talking about it with the official. And they're going to take it, I think. Back them up 5. It'll be 3rd down. So, yeah, it goes from where they were at. So it'll be 3rd down and about 13. Nope, 12. Well, it's 13, a little over. So 3rd down for the Eagles. It was 4th, probably going to go for it. So we see if we can do something here and disrupt whatever they're going to run and keep them backed up. Play clock down to 17 as Hobbs is taking a look. They're going to go back to a slot and wide out on either side. Ball on the far hash. Beatty with the running back to his left. Going to fake. No, he hands it off to him. He tries to get outside. The Bulldogs swarm, and then he gets around the corner, but then he's finally gathered up. Pickup of about 4.
Well, Armendariz has the speed because we had some linebackers coming in, and he turned on another gear to get around outside, but Finley did a good job of staying at his corner position and making him cut back in and getting in on the tackle, but the flow, the pursuit got him too.
So 4th and a long 9. He picks up about 3.5, does Amadeus. And we're going to go, again, a slot and a wide out on either side. Ball now on the near hash for the Eagles. Down to 5:34 and counting. Beatty looking over the defense. Snap is back. He fakes the handoff. Bulldogs trying to get some pressure. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Can they get him down? They get close. Did they stop him? I think they did. It'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a good job by Finley again. 21, Hammond. And I think Weston was out there in linebacker position, so it's a good job by the Bulldogs to hold them short.
So both offenses get stopped on 4 downs the first 2 series of the ball game. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs this time starting on their end at the 22-yard line. Good job, as you said, because it looked like for a minute he might get it, and then they just closed in on him. Two guys and then a third coming in on top and get the stop. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. LaRock to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. 1 man across the way, and I think it's Seiss. He's got 1 man to beat over there. He's looking that way. Now he turns back the other way, and Estrada's going to run with it, and he's going to slide down at about the 27-yard line. Boy, Seiss, there might be somebody in the ear down there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I tell you what Estrada did that time. He had the defensive end on his right side beat our tackle and was coming to get him, and he felt that pressure, and he took off to the left.
So a pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Trips to the far side, which is the wide side. So we've seen this in this ball game now almost every time, as when there's trips, they're on the wide side of the field, or when they have the wide side, there's trips, I should have said. Estrada looking, good defense there by the Eagles. A throw down, it's going to be caught. 1st down yardage. He's going to be out about to the 39-yard line.
So Hobbs' defensive line is really good, and they're really putting it to our offensive line right now. Our line's doing good, but that time Estrada took off and then saw Duran over there on the sideline, did a good job of throwing to his left and hitting Duran.
Yeah, he came back to the ball. As soon as he saw him break out, I think it was probably just a simple out route, but he actually come back down the sideline, gave him a target, and a good job, as you said, by Estrada coming to his left. That's a tough throw for a right-hander, and he made it right on the bullet, right on the numbers. All right, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Snap is back, going to run a little speed option. He's going to slow play it. LaRock almost fumbled it, but he's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3.
So that looked weird. Yeah. Because that defensive end, you run at him, and he's got to make a choice. He comes to the quarterback. He has quarterback responsibility, but he kind of just stood there, and LaRock ran right up to him, and he was still standing there, number 44. And then he pitched it to LaRock. Or Estrada did.
It did look funny.
Yeah, it did.
All right, so he picks up 4 on the play. So 2nd down and 6. And we're missing a player. Oh, no, there he is, way over on the sideline. Seiss over there. So they're in man coverage with it on that side. He's going to turn and throw it to the left side. Duran with a great catch. Another pickup, 1st down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, there we go. They're getting in rhythm now. Great timing passes that the Bulldogs do, and they're really good at. Jimenez has given a lot of cushion to Duran over here, so he just runs at him and breaks off, and the pass is there when he turns around.
All right, so 1st and 10. We're back on their side of the field, 49-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles, as the Bulldogs will break out with trips to the wide side once again. And LaRock to the left of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back, turn, hand it off to LaRock. He's got a little bit of a seam. He'll push forward and pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5.
So just run up the middle, right? Lyman taking him on, and number 57, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, number 57 for the Hobbs Eagles. Hill is the first one to get his hands around the rock, and then he got some help.
So a pick up of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6 at the Hobbs Eagles 45. The ball in the middle of the field as the trips to the, they got quad. Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We got quads, running back, no running back, empty backfield, playing up man-to-man coverage on the far side. He's going to throw it over here, goes through the hands of Casadas, so that'll be an incompletion.
Oh, all 3 receivers, they're out here with them. They had the blocks, and he was already splitting between 2 of those, and the ball just through his hands, so need to make those catches.
3rd down and 6. The ball will be placed on the near hash. Well, I said that, and he's going to go back to the middle of the field, so it'll be right in the middle of the field. 3:22 to go here in the first quarter. No score here at Bulldog Bowl, the Hobbs Eagles and the Artesia Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs have been driving. They get to stop at down inside their 25-yard line on the Eagles on their first drive, stop them in 4 downs, and have turned it and going the other direction now. Trips to the near side. LaRock that's actually number 26 out there for the Bulldogs. That's Frankie Galindo. So trips this way. They're going to get off of that tight coverage, and we're going to throw it backwards, and then he's going to go deep, and he's got a man. It's going to be caught by Duran down inside the 5-yard line. So the junior quarterback with a great throw.
So they ran Kahn and Duran both deep, about 15 yards apart, and the safety had to hold up on Kahn, and that opened Duran up on the sideline, and a great throw by the backup quarterback, Cazares.
All right, so first down, they're getting right on the ball. Snap is back, going to throw it. Touchdown, Artesia. He was wide open. Nobody went out on him, and I think that's Kahn.
Yeah, that's what setting up quick does, because nobody lined up on Kahn out there. They recognized it, and that was Cazares that threw that, right?
No, I think it was.
Was it Estrada? Okay. So, yeah, boy, that's how quick the Bulldogs can score. Let's go back to that play. Duran had to wait on that pass so long, I didn't know if he was going to catch it or not.
I know it kind of hung up there.
Yeah, it did.
It kind of hung up in the air, but as you said, there was 2 guys running. That touchdown summary. Oh, sorry. I forgot that's how it was worded.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on to do the PAT as they came out of the swinging gate. And on to do the kicking is Philip Finley Rascon. The holding is Casadas. Snap is down, kick is up. It was partially blocked, and it got over. It got over just by the skin of the teeth. All right, so the score 7-0, Artesia, 3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Stay right.
Why is it that everything is so difficult? You promise your kids ice cream only to find out the machine is down. Then there's only one checker at the store, and your babysitter cancels on the busiest day of the year. At Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we get it. Let us be the easy part of your week. Whether it's maintaining your existing vehicle in our GM certified service department or selecting and purchasing a new Chevrolet or GMC, we're here to assist you and make life easier, if only for a moment. So give us a call today or stop by here at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford Sales. That's scoring drive by the Bulldogs. 8 plays, covered 78 yards. A 5-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Kahn. So Bulldogs lead 7-0 on the extra point by Finley Rascon.
3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Parrish with the ball in the center X. He's going to kick it. It's going to be a little pop fly in the middle. Ball's going to go to number 2. He catches it, gets by 2 Bulldogs, now 3, and finally they're going to gather him up at about the 44-yard line.
That's Jacques. Did a good job coming up catching that and then just kind of going to the left, weaving his way through there, had some blocks, and so good field position for the Eagles.
It'll be first down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
A couple of scoring updates. Roswell leads Santa Fe 21-0. Carlsbad is beating Goddard right now 7-0.
Ball still on the field. The official line judge gets it off. All right. So here we go. They got they're kind of stacking the receivers on this left side this time. Bring a man in motion is Jaquez. Beatty lets him go by. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. He's looking to go deep. He's going to cut it underneath, and that's going to be caught and then blasted, but after a pickup of about 11.
So that's Hawkins. Went in motion. He let him get to the sideline. Looked like he was going to run a go route, and Watkins gave him cushion, and he just stopped. And Betty did a good job of hitting him, and Watkins made the tackle.
So pick up 11. It gives the Eagles first down at the Bulldogs' 44-yard line as they got kind of picking up their pace. I thought they were going to, but now they've slowed down again. 2:33 and counting go here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs lead 7-0. Big crowd here. A lot of people still, I don't know if they're still coming in or just walking around, but there's a lot of people on the around the bowl watching from the fence line. But stands are full. Good crowd. All right, man comes in motion away from the, that's illegal right there.
Yeah, it was.
Snap is back. Throw is going to be down the field the same place, and this time a little high. Good defense as well. It'll be second down and 10.
No flag?
No flag.
So Rodriguez, number 11, goes in motion. Then he goes towards the line of scrimmage to get set, and they snap it while he's still moving. There's 2 things wrong there.
Yeah.
You can't go towards the line of scrimmage in motion, and he wasn't set.
Right.
But incomplete pass, so we'll take it.
Second down and 10 at the 44-yard line for the Hobbs Eagles. Again, they're looking over to get their play. 2:08 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Bulldogs. Beatty in that shotgun. It looked like they were ready, and then they got another play called coming in. Beatty looks over the defense of the Bulldogs. Hawkins goes into motion, goes backwards, going to hand it off to him. Goes around the left side. Good job over there by number 53 for the Artesia Bulldogs.
That's number 54. It's
54, Wesson.
Yeah, he just read that perfectly. They made some adjustments on the sideline now because that's the play they were hurting us on earlier, and that sweet play. But Weston read that perfectly, had the perfect angle, and caught him from behind and drug him down for a short gain.
And I'm telling you, Hawkins is fast. What Diego did is he just flattened out and went straight down the line and got him. It's only a pickup of a yard. So 3rd down and 9. Beatty looking like he's going to go under center, or is he just calling out a play? So he'll back up into the shotgun. 127 and counting here in the first quarter. Bulldogs looking to show blitz. They do bring it. They're going to put pressure on him. Is he going to get away? He will not. He'll pick up a yard, Robbie, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's a great call by the defensive coordinator right there. They brought the blitz, knew it was a pass play. 3 Bulldogs were sitting deep in coverage back at safety, and Weston is able to come in and chase Beatty down and get him for, not a sack, but hold him.
And actually just got back to the line of scrimmage, so it wasn't a sack, but as you said, but 4th down and 9, and Hobbs looking to line up and go for it. It wouldn't surprise me if they do a quick kick here with their quarterback, but they are lining up in offense right now, and they're going to have trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Still looking, down to 42 seconds and under 10 on the play clock, so they're going to have to hurry down to 5 seconds. As Beatty looking around, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it. And so that's a delay of game that'll back them up 5. I think they may punt now.
Yeah, that's a tough one on you're in the Bulldog territory, right? And you got 4th and 9, and now it's gonna be 4th and 14. So I wonder if that changes Coach Stevens and what he wants to do.
It did, because here comes the punting unit, and he was not happy. I thought originally, I was thinking maybe they did that on purpose just to back up and kick it, but he wasn't happy. I saw him come onto the field hollering at him. So it will be a punt return opportunity for the Bulldogs as they line up in punt formation.
And the quarterback is back there to punt.
And who we got back? 28 looked like?
Armendariz is usually back there. Yes, he is.
All right, this is where the Bulldogs, they shine in a lot of areas, but this is one of their places they really shine in special teams. We'll see what they can do here. Hobbs sends a man in motion. Bulldogs blast through, but I thought there was I think it was delay of game again.
Yeah, Fisher came. He blasted through a lineman, was 5 yards deep. He was going after that.
So we're waiting on the white hat, but
it was Dylan Fisher. You got brothers on the team, so let me clarify.
Yeah. So I think it was either a false start or it was a wait a minute. Now they're talking about it. I thought it was delay of game. When I looked over there, there was nothing on that play clock. I mean, there wasn't any red on it, so I thought it was delay of game. But they're talking about it, so we'll see what the call was here in just a moment. It's right in front of the Eagles.
Oh, that one's off. That one's still on.
Oh, so it just went off.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. When I looked, when they snapped it, I looked because they blew it dead, and it was like that. It was just no color, and I thought, oh, it was delay of game. All right, so now they're going to call a coach, or they're going to call the line judge on this side. They may be discussing that clock went off, but the back judge is who watches it, and he was watching this way.
Yes, he's the one that's working. But he usually has it on his watch, too.
Oh, yeah.
Sets that timer, and it'll go off.
They're going to wave the flag off.
Yeah.
So whatever it was, we don't know. We were speculating, but so it'll just be 4th down and 15 once again. Armendariz back to receive, and the kicking's being done, as Robbie said, by Beatty, the quarterback for the Eagles, which means he could definitely do something different here. They bring number 23 in motion across the line. Hobbs Eagles. Here we go. Bulldogs rushing in. Almost get to it. Kick is short. Bulldogs just need to get away. And Hobbs Eagles will catch it at about the 30 on the bounce at about the 28.
So I had some pressure on him again on that punt. And when that happens, you kind of short leg it and kick it higher in the air than you want to. You don't get to extend your leg on it. So I think the punt block team made a difference there, just putting pressure on him.
So the Bulldogs actually get it on the right on the edge of the 29 with 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter, leading 7-0 over the Hobbs Eagles, and they break the huddle. They're going to go trips again to the wide side, which has been pretty much what we've done all game long, Rob. It's a kind of a wrinkle because it's been consistent trips, and now the White Hat's talking about things, and I guess maybe saying, we don't have that clock anymore. So something happened to the clock. He's going to go over and tell the Hobbs Eagles coach the same thing. And that's got to be what he's telling them.
Yeah, these referees, they get their steps in a football game. And they do a basketball game, anything, running all around. He just ran across the field twice on this one play.
I guess really the only sports that they don't is volleyball and basketball. Baseball and softball.
Yeah, that's true.
Although the field guys move around a little in softball and baseball.
Yeah.
All right, so they are. It's got to be what they're talking about. The south end zone countdown clock is off. So just making both teams aware of it would be my guess. Bulldogs first down at their own 29-yard line as the Whitehead gives the go-ahead. Estrada with LaRock to his left in the shotgun. Trips to the near side. Snap is back. He's going to look to the right side. Now he comes back. He's got a man deep. It's gone. He catches it, and he's down to the 40-yard line. Big down, big play.
Yeah, and that's just the Bulldogs reading the coverage. They had 3 guys up on our 3 receivers and a safety over the middle, and that safety cannot cover. Kahn just blew by his guy. Great throw by Estrada.
All right, so we're down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. We're trying to get the 1 second. Did he get it off? He did. And going through the middle is LaRock. He makes men. Oh, he fumbled the ball, but the Bulldogs will cover it. Luckily, woo. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score 7-0, Artesia. And I'm not even sure that they're going to count that play, but the quarter is over. So we're going to go ahead and take a break here from H&R Block. Stay right there at Bulldog Football on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. 7-0 Artesia over the Hobbs.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
All right, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Beautiful night. We said that at the top of the hour, but I'm going to say it again because it is. It was in the 70s here in Artesia, which in August is unusual. We've had some cloud cover, and I think that's what cooled it down today.
Yeah, I got a little breeze blowing, but not much. It's not going to affect anything down on the field. Now, Joby, they still got first down over there, so we were debating off air whether they counted that play or not, and it's still showing first down.
So I'm going to say, now I'm going to reverse my course and say they did not count it because it's right where it was. So first down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side. Quads. Yeah, empty backfield again. And so that's a difficult thing for the Hobbs Eagles to cover. We'll see what they do. They got a safety, but boy, he's way back there. Snap is back. He's looking to the left side. He's going to go deep. He's got him. Can he get to it? He cannot. Boy, that was a designed play to run him off. Is that Sice over there chasing that ball down?
It's Duran, and Duran's our speedster, and he did a stop and go, and they got number 21 to bite on that, and then he ran right by him. He just overthrew him just a little bit. Looking at their defense, anyway. So it was designed, and he was 4 or 5 yards deep, but just didn't hit him.
So the incompletion brings up second down and 10 at the Hobbs Eagles 40-yard line. Ball remains on the far hash. 89 degrees. Gene just sent us a text that it's 89 out there. All right, snap is back. Going to pump it. Hand it off up the middle. LaRock has some room. Oh, he gets face mask.
Oh, gosh.
Helmet came off. That's going to be a 15-yarder.
Yeah, LaRock, it was wide open in the middle, and one of the defensive linemen stuck his hand out there, grabbed his face mask, and ripped his helmet off. So we'll get the first down on that. LaRock comes off. Your helmet comes off, you have to come off the field, but he'll come off for a play.
And they're not going to make him because of the penalty, I guess. But that's normal. You're exactly right. But he's back onto the field now. Wow, he got his head almost tore off. And in fact, if you didn't know any better, it did because the helmet flew to the ground. So the 15-yard penalty puts us deeper into their territories. We're going to be all the way down to the 21-yard line, first and 10.
Different games for both of these teams than last week. I mean, the first half, Bulldogs were, I don't remember, score 40-7 first half.
Something like that.
And Hobbs was up in Clovis, something like that too. So two good teams going at it tonight.
Okay, first and 10 at the 21-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles. Ball on the far hash. Back to our A-formation look. LaRock to the right of Estrada. He takes a snap. He's going to throw the fade going that way and going to be intercepted, underthrown that time. Turnover, Bulldogs.
Yeah, just throwing that fade route in the end zone to Galindo. and number 7 comes up, and Henry made a great play. He was right there with him. He turned around, saw the ball, and he went up and got it. So good interception by the Hobbs Eagles.
So we have seen 3 turnovers so far. The Bulldogs have now turned it over twice, once on downs and once on an interception. The Hobbs Eagles have turned it over twice, once on downs and then also on a fumble. So actually 4 turnovers so far in the ball game. Hobbs ball on their own 20 as he caught that in the end zone, did the Hobbs defender. And they're going to have that back up on the right side behind the tackle. Running back, it's going to be offset and a little bit behind the quarterback, Beatty. That's Amadatis back there as Beatty changes the play. Now he's going to bring in man in motion. Number 22 is going to fake the handoff to him, fake that handoff. He's going to throw it deep. He's behind the Bulldog, but overthrown, incomplete.
Finley's in coverage back there on Yakas. He had a step or two on Finley. Is just overthrown by Beatty.
Beatty showing a little bit of arm right there as he just threw that on a rope about 35, 40 yards, and as you said, overthrew him. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 now for the Eagles at their own 20-yard line after getting that turnover. So they'll get ready to line up, and what they do, if you're like I said, watching on the radio, their offensive line just gets back on the ball. Everybody else looks over to the sideline and gets the play. Then the quarterback basically tells the offensive line what the play is. They've got a slot and a wide out on the far side. They're going to hand it off to Amadatis up the middle. He'll pick up about 3 on 2nd down.
But just to lead up the middle, Johnson does a great job of shedding his blocker and coming down from that defensive end linebacker position. And first one to make the tackle or in on the tackle.
And he does get 4 on the forward momentum, so it'll be 3rd down and 6. Bulldogs big defensive play here as they want to stop them. 10:48 and counting. Force another punt. As Beatty goes back into the backfield, he's got his running back to his right and behind him. Bulldogs crowd the line like they're bringing it. Man goes into motion. Beatty looks over the defense. Now he takes a snap, fakes it. Bulldogs bring the pressure. They don't get to him. This ball is thrown down. It's going to be picked off by the Bulldogs. 1st down, Artesia.
That's Watkins on that interception, but it was done by the blitz and the defensive line of the Bulldogs because he could not step into that throw as penetration was back into that backfield. And that interception was brought to you, or just, okay, let me read this. The interception was huge, right? Just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 46-yard line. So turnabout's fair play. Yeah. We throw a pick, now they do. Both defenses playing pretty good, Robbie, and we expected that from the Bulldogs. And Hobbs as well. 7-0, 10:27 to go in the first half. Bulldogs back on the field with the A formation, ball near the middle of the field. LaRock to the left of Estrada, going to turn, hand it off to him. He's looking for a hole. He's got one. It's 50, 45, 40. He cuts outside of him, man. He's down to the 30, 25, 20. Looking to cut inside again. He does. He's inside the 10. Big run and great blocking up front.
So we pull the backside guard and tackle on that. They come around. They seal off linebackers. And, boy, he set up one guy inside. Just left him standing there. LaRock gave him a move, and it opened up the outside, went down the sideline with Seiss blocking downfield for him.
The only thing on that play is LaRock is not feeling good. He's off on the sideline. He fell down immediately. Snap is back, going to hand it off up the middle. And going through for the touchdown is the Artesia Bulldogs.
And that's Galindo, but that's the offensive line of the Artesia Bulldogs that they sealed everybody off. First one to hit him was linebacker, and Galindo had the lower pads and took him into the end zone.
13-0 Artesia with 10:04 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs going to go into that swinging gate formation as Philip Finley Rascombe will come on to do the kicking. Casadas will do the holding, and Johnson, I think, is the snapper for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Cody Johnson. See if they run a fake here or if they bring it in motion. Oh, they got him off sides. It'll be get the ball moved up about half the distance. We'll see if they go for it.
Well, that's tough. Tristan Davis, number 33, he's wanting to come in there and make a play, and Finley went in motion for the Bulldogs, and that brought him across the line.
All right, so that'll be half the distance. We're going to not come out with a regular offense. We're going to stay in the swinging gate. I think we might have been running a fake on that one. We'll see what happens. 10:04 to go, 13-0 Bulldogs. In the swinging gate, man in motion as normal. He's going to stop. They're going to swing it over. And line up for the PAT. Little confusion there by the Bulldogs, but they got it straightened out now. Down to 6 seconds on the play clock, and I have to get this off or we'll be back up 5 yards. They do not get it down. It's going to, well, they didn't call it. Snapping back. The throw is going to be caught in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. They did not call. It was close, and the Bulldogs, it goes their way.
Well, that's Jack Byers, number 88. Made a great catch in the end zone off a great throw. So, well, you just you don't know what to do on the extra point of the Bulldogs. Well, you can spend a week preparing for it and still not be ready.
Yeah, because they got about 1,000 things they can do from anywhere. All right, so it's 14-0 Artesia. I'm sorry, 15-0 Artesia with 10:04 to go here in the first half.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Touchdown scoring summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford.
All right, so the squib kick is covered by the Hobbs Eagles, and they'll have the ball at their own 34-yard line to go try to get something going here offensively.
That scoring drive by the Bulldogs, 2 plays, 54 yards, 7-yard touchdown run by Galindo. 2-point conversion was good to Jack Byers. Joey, we got a couple of scoring updates. Let me get that. 35-0 Roswell over Santa Fe. And Carlsbad is leading Goddard 14-0 right now.
Okay, first down and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles at their own 34-yard line after covering that squib. They got a slot on either side and a wideout. Looks like the A formation. Snap is back. Beatty turns. He hands it off. Nowhere to go. That's going to be in the backfield for a loss. Tackle for loss.
Well, you got Grantham on the tackle. You had Johnson in the backfield. You had Huffman in the backfield. I mean, it was like wherever he went, there was a Bulldog there to tackle him.
So a loss of about a half yard. It'll be second down and a long 10 for the Hobbs Eagles as once again they turn and look over to the sideline to get their play called. 9:40 and counting here in the first half. The Bulldogs 15, the Hobbs Eagles 0. Tremendous crowd here for the Bulldogs. Good crowd for Hobbs as well. Beatty looking over the defense. Look like we're bringing a man off the corner, and then we're going to have a false start on the Hobbs Eagles, I think was the call.
Yeah, the wide receiver over there standing by the referee. He wasn't 3 feet from him over there on the sideline.
And he flinched.
Yeah, it was like, I think I saw that one.
All right, so second down and a long 15, short 16. As the Hobbs Eagles, once again, they're going to change. Well, I don't know if they'll change the play or not, but it's 5 yards added on, so they all looked over to the play. Again, the slot and the wide out. They're really spreading them out wide both sides. Running back in the backfield to the left of Beatty, the quarterback in the shotgun. He turns. He's going to throw an out route, and we're going to have another false start, I believe, Robbie. Yep.
Yeah, you always wonder, right? Hobbs played Clovis last week, had a great game against them. Didn't have a lot of penalties. Bulldogs didn't either. Carlsbad. And you wonder when you get in a tight game, because neither one of them were, if you'll see first game penalties like this, when the pressure's on now and, they're behind by 15, if you see those first game penalties come out.
And that very well could be what we're seeing right here is they've gotten behind, as you pointed out, and now we've had back-to-back false starts. And right where they, those guys don't have to move until the ball is snapped.
Yep.
They don't, so a little jittery. All right, so again, they got their slot and wide outs kind of paired up together wide. Ball near the middle of the field. Beatty, the quarterback, takes a snap. He's going to throw a little screen over here, a little slip screen, and they'll pick up some yardages. He cuts across the field. Bulldogs are going to have to chase him down. He's got the first down plus onto the Bulldog side of the field.
Saucedo, number 14, did a great job, just that slip screen, and caught it, and then he cut across the field, and he kept running by Bulldogs with his speed. So good job by Hobbs to pick up. That was a long 1st and 20.
Yeah, they got it all plus some. They're down on the Bulldog side of the field at the 48-yard line with a first down and 10. And he just ran against the grain, got the Bulldogs sort of flowing to him, and he just ran by them. They're going to change the play as the quarterback steps up, and he's going to tell the offensive line what they're changing to. Because it looked like he was ready to go, and he must have heard a whistler. Somebody over there, coach must have whistled at him. Snap his back, turn, hand it off, and he has nowhere to go, but he stays behind his guys and bursts through. Bulldogs look like they had him stopped, Robbie, and he gets a bunch.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Hobbs offensive line there because they held their blocks. They were stood up, and he was right behind them looking for a lane, looking for a gap, but they stayed on their block until he found one, and then he picked up some yards.
So it's going to be a pickup, and there was a penalty down. Face mask on the Bulldogs, not the big kind, but it'll be a 5-yard. So that'll be a first down as they get 5 additional yards down to the Bulldog 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
So good test for the Bulldogs, right? Hobbs has some momentum on offense right now for the Bulldogs to step up here.
Beatty and the other skilled guys looking over to the sideline for the coach's call. 8:03 and counting as they started the clock immediately after the penalty. Beatty looking over the defense. Snap is back. He looks to this left side to throw that screen again. This time the Bulldogs read it. Oh, they had him, but then he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might not should have, but he does. Good defense there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Rodriguez again came flying through there. Salcido caught that again, and Rodriguez came in and hit him, but didn't get him wrapped up. And then Armendariz came up and was able to make the tackle. But good job by Rodriguez as he blew up that play.
So it's a 2nd down and 9 now as Rodriguez playing linebacker this year. He moved down from secondary from last year, and they had just run it, so they went back to the well. This time the Bulldogs able to defend it. 2nd down and 1, ball in the near hash. Beatty takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Bulldogs bringing the pressure, throws it over the middle. Oh, the Bulldogs looked like they were right there. Ball comes out. They're going to call it incomplete. Whoo, that could have been a turnover.
Well, that's Yaquez, who was between 2 defenders. He had a guy in front of him and behind him. That ball was high. He went up high and caught that. Looked like he came down with it, but the ground must have caused it to come out of his hands, so incomplete pass.
Well, I thought that we have a penalty. No, I thought as he went over the top of it, he must have been juggling it going down. That's what the officials saw.
Yeah.
And then as our guy came over the top of him, they kind of stripped it out of there, and I thought it was a clean strip, but they called it incomplete. And by the way, we're getting our play clock back on, it looks like, over there. So our Artesia guy is working on that. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Hobbs Eagles as we're down to 11 seconds on the play clock. They don't want to have what happened to them a while ago with the delay of game as they're trying to drive. Snap is back. He's going to look to the right side, fakes that screen. He's going to throw it deep. We got a defender back there, and it's going to be knocked incomplete. And it was out of bounds anyway.
What'd they do?
Well,
they threw a flag.
I looked over to the right side. They threw a flag on that?
Yeah, Finley Rascon's over there defending. That ball was out of bounds by 5 yards. Yaquez went up to get it. It was thrown over his head. It was not catchable. And watching it, Finley went up 2, and they threw the flag for pass interference.
That's interesting because they just both went up. I didn't see any shoving by either team.
No.
Interesting. All right, so if that is the call, White hadn't told us yet, but I think you're exactly right. Now they're marching it off, so that was the call. Pass interference is a 15-yard pickup. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles inside the Bulldogs' 25-yard line. In fact, down to the 20 with 6:54 to go here in the first half. 15-0 Bulldogs, and Bulldog defense right here going to try to rise up once again. As the quarterback, Beatty, takes a look over the defense. Snap is back, turn. He's going to hand it off. Oh, he takes it, keeps it, throws it out to the right side. And the Bulldogs able to flip him up, and now we're going to have a holding, I think, over there on the offense. We'll see what the call is. Pickup of about 4.
Yeah, hit Jock is out there, and I think Finley got blocked in the back or pushed in the back, and then Watkins comes up and makes that tackle.
All right, so the White Hat gets the call, and now he'll tell everybody what the call was. As he walks toward the middle of the field and gets out of the way of it's a personal foul. So that's a
helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet. I didn't see that either.
No.
But that's a 15-yarder on the Eagles, so they'll march it back there, I think, from the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so starting from the extra point with them offsides, there's about 6 or 7 penalties in the last 9 or 10 plays.
Something like that.
On both teams.
Yeah. All right, so that does march them back 15 yards. It'll be 1st down and 25 back at the Bulldog 35 with 6:47 to go and counting. As they did roll the clock. Beatty up on his line of scrimmage. Now he backs up after telling the lineman what he wants to do. We got a man out here in single coverage. They bring a man in motion. He's going to fake that. Bulldogs bring the heat. It's going to be a screen and too far. First down. I mean, it'll be second down and 25.
So they did bring the heat, as you mentioned, to Gidley, the nose guard. One of the guys back there just putting pressure on him, and he had to get rid of that ball too early because he was trying to get it to Rodriguez out in the flat, and he couldn't get out there quick enough, so he just overthrew him.
You know, and that was by design by the Hobbs Eagles offensive line, but I think we brought a blitz, so we got there faster than they anticipated.
Yeah.
And so it'll be second down and 25 now from the Bulldog 35-yard line. The clock is back up and working, so quick work by the Bulldog staff to get that working. Down to 11 seconds and counting as Beatty backs it up. Ball on the far side. And snap it back. Well, it might have been a false start. They didn't call it. Bulldogs putting some pressure on again. It's going to be picked off. Second back there is nope. Who was that? 21. Is that Watkins? David Hammond. That's his fourth on the year.
Yeah, good job. Again, Grantham comes off the right side, puts pressure on Beatty back there, and he releases that ball, and David just waited on that and came up and made the catch in front of the receiver. So good job on that interception.
That interception was huge, just like the awesome deal you intercept from Robbie Burgess at Artesia Forest Sales. Go Bulldogs. 6:22 to go, and we were talking about it. They had gotten down inside the 20, right at the 20, and then a big penalty, and then the interception. Bulldog offense back on the field, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Estrada takes the snap, turns and hands it off. That's Galindo trying to get around the corner. He will barely get around, maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, stretch play for the Bulldogs, trying to use Galindo's speed, but Hobbs matches that, so he doesn't pick up much, maybe half a yard.
Yep. All right, it'll be second down and 10, and now they're going to, what happened?
Oh,
so we lost a yard.
Wow.
I thought he got past the 20, but they moved him back. Maybe I don't know.
Out of bounds over there.
Maybe so. So second down and 11. Trips to the far side once again as Duran and, well, I didn't get their numbers. Snap is back. He's going to run a speed option this way. He's going to pitch it. Galindo's going to have to make a man miss, which he does, and then he gets shoved backwards. He's going to pick up about 5 yards depending on the spot.
So that's designed to go at that defensive end again. Speed option always is. Pitched off of him. The linebacker comes flying up. Galindo puts his foot in the turf and lets him just run. He's kind of like Olays him. Just lets him go by him and then picks up some yards. Good running by Galindo.
He does get 4 after the first play was a loss of 1. So it'll be third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips again on the wide side of the field, far side. Ball on the near hash. Galindo moves to the left side of Estrada. Snap is back. He's looking over here to the dig route. It's going to be caught by Seiss, and that is a first down.
It's pitch and catch for the Bulldogs, right? It's that out route. Estrada's just sitting back there, calm as cool as Artesia quarterbacks do, and the line does their job and picks up an easy first down. It's not, but it's real easy.
Well, they run these plays so often. Yeah. They start doing it about in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
And so by the time they get up here to this level, they've run those plays 5,000 times, or more. And so it does look easy sometimes. And when you got a quarterback, as we usually do, that'll throw it on that spot, it's going to be a pickup. Very hard to defend. All right, so it'll be first and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Bulldogs. Trips to the far side. They're in man coverage over there. They got the safety over the top, but he looks this way at first to try to ward him off. Now he's going to be chasing the backfield. We're going to have a penalty, it looks like, on the Bulldogs. Estrada breaks away, throws it down the field. It's going to be caught at the 50 by Seiss. He's out of bounds, but we do have a penalty in the backfield.
Yeah, that's Duran over there that did a good job. He was running a go route. He saw his quarterback in trouble, and all of them did. So they all start coming back towards him, and Duran caught that. But as you said, there was a penalty.
It is a hold on the Bulldogs, so that's going to be backing us up by, depends on where the flag is, and it's way back at the 20. So I don't know. That's not where the flag, that's not where the hold occurred. Let's see where the white hat says it occurred.
He's marking it from the 31.
Okay, well, that's not where it occurred either. But we'll take it because that's actually good for the Bulldogs. It'll be first down and 20 now because they just marked it off instead of from the spot of the hold. They marked it off from the original line of scrimmage.
Penalty filled second quarter right now.
A formation, the Bulldogs in that, which has been rare here. They've been going trips when they've had a wide side, not in the middle of the field. Snap is back. Estrada turns, hands it off. Bulldogs have a man out in front. Galindo pushes forward, and he's going to pick up about almost 9 yards. Almost looks like he's going to get spotted down at about 8 yards.
Galindo gets behind that right side of the offensive line, especially Ricky Armendariz, and he just had his hand on his back, and Armendariz is just pushing guys out of the way to pick up those 9 yards.
Second down and 11 for the Bulldogs. They stay in the A formation. Quick snap back, and Estrada looking, going to throw a screen. Galindo catches it. Hobbs plays it pretty good. We'll pick up about 4.
Yeah, that's a good play by Hobbs because it looked like it's going to be open for a little bit, but Diaz Castro comes over, makes a good tackle on Galindo.
All right, so third down and 7 after the pickup of about 4. Bulldogs are in the A formation. Now they're going to put Kahn on the other side. He'll be trips on the far side. Estrada takes a snap, going to turn, hand it off. Galindo looks for a place to go, bounces it outside. He's going to pick up about 2 before he's wrapped up and taken down.
Yeah, Bulldogs really going with the running game right now as trying to pound it down the field on him, and Galindo trying to go up the middle, bounce that outside. And again, it was number 42, Diaz Castro, that made the tackle for the Eagles.
So 4th and 4, and I don't see the punting team coming out yet. Now they come out, so we're going to see our first punt if we don't see a fake. But deep in our own territory, it's going to be 4th down and actually closer to 5 as the Bulldog punting unit comes on, and they're missing some players.
This is the first punt of the year? Did we
I don't remember punting last week, but we're missing players.
Missing 1.
Yep. We were missing 2, and now we're just missing 1. Don't want to take a timeout here, but looks like we had to, as it was down to 1 second on the play clock. So we'll go ahead and take a break as well. Artesia 15, the Eagles 0.
It used to be printing was boring business cards and lifeless letterhead. But now it's bright, powerful, and it's on more than paper. At Southwest Printers, they bring your project to life and on just about any surface. Card magnets, cups, mugs, you name it. How about bright banners, colorful brochures, and rack cards that rock? And yes, they still print business cards, but if they're boring, that's on you. Southwest Printers, committed, competitive, and local. 110 North Pennsylvania in Roswell, online at swprint.com.
All right, welcome back to Bulldog Bowl. We have some scoring updates. Roswell leads Santa Fe 45-6 in the second quarter. And Carlsbad leads Goddard 21-0 in the second quarter. We're all watching that score because we played Carlsbad last week. So, interesting score for us, Joby.
Yeah, a little bit unexpected from on my part. I think I even said this last week on the broadcast, but if I didn't, I know you and I definitely talked about it. Carlsbad matches up well with Goddard every year. But, yeah, a little different than I expected. Snap is back. Good kick by Wesson, and he booms it, and it's going to be caught and blasted. Ball's on the ground. Will the Bulldogs get it? I don't think they do. Boy, he did not call a fair catch, Robbie, and that's dangerous. Oh, now they come in with a penalty. We'll see what that is.
I think it was Duran. I'm not sure, but I think it was Duran that flew down the field, and it looked like he got there as the ball got there, or maybe a little early. So we'll see what the call is. They did recover it as Diaz Castro fell on the ball for the Eagles.
Well, the ref that came up on the ball, he dropped his flag after the other one did, so they are calling interference on the defense.
Boy, it's a great punt by Wesson.
Yes.
It's a lot of speed by Duran, because to get down there and hit him, that was probably 50 yards in the air, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To get down there and hit him when the punt got there.
Well, when we got a punter that can boot it high and deep.
Yeah.
And you got speed, that's what you got.
That's what happens.
Recipe for disaster for the guys returning it. But I guess they said he got there early. I didn't think he did. I thought he got there perfectly. But I'm up here, so I don't know nothing. All right, first down and 10 after the pickup of 10 on the penalty. Actually 15, I'm sorry. Out to their own 37-yard line. Ball near the far hash. Beatty brings a man in motion to the wide side of the field. Goes by him, turns, he's going to hand it back to him. Bulldogs, and he gets by and makes a slip move. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, we almost had him for about 4-yard loss.
Yeah, so they've been running that motion, handed it to him, and going the way of the motion with the sweep play. And that time, Jock is stopped, came back and got it. Kind of a counter play, went back the other way. Hammond comes up and makes a great tackle for the Bulldogs.
So it'll be second down and 10 as they get back to the line of scrimmage. Do the Hobbs Eagles. 3:02 and counting, 15-0 Bulldogs is our score. Wide side of the field is near us in the press box. Bulldogs looking like they're going to show a blitz here. Man in motion. He's going to go back, snap his back, fake the handoff, hand it. They're going to have it. Yeah, that was illegal motion or false start. There it is.
So let me just real quick explain those watching the game. What Hobbs is doing is they're lining up, and then the coach, Stevens, is looking at the defense. And so then he calls a run or a pass, and then Beatty walks up and tells the line, run or pass. They look at their armband as to which way the run's going or which way, whatever it is. And then he steps back and all the receivers get their signal. So there's a lot going on pre-snap with the Hobbs Eagles right now.
2:39, so the clock didn't stop. We're down to 14 seconds and counting on the play clock as Beatty goes back into the shotgun. He has his running back Almendares to his right. They got two guys up on the line. They didn't see that one. Deep throw down the field. He's open and then broken up. Good job coming from the backside and breaking that play up.
So that is, let me see when he gets up. That's number 22 for the Eagles, who's just running a go route, a lot of speed. And David Hammond timed that perfectly as that was an over-the-shoulder catch, or almost catch, and Hammond just comes in and knocks that ball out. That was a beautiful play by Hammond.
Yeah, he's playing corner, and he sees the deep throw, and he just makes a beeline because he was covering, I think, number 14. He kind of ran an underneath route. David turns around. He catches up to the play. Almendares, I believe, was running with the receiver, and then he comes in from the back side of the receiver and blasts him as the ball gets there.
Yeah, that was Franklin, who was the receiver for the Eagles.
All right, so the Bulldogs line back up. It's 3rd down and 15 for the Hobbs Eagles after the penalty. Snap is back. Handed off. Bulldogs in the backfield, unable to bring him down. He's going to get the 5 yards back almost. It'll be 4th down and a long 10 for the Eagles.
Boy, Grantham is really getting in the backfield a lot tonight right now. He was the Bulldog that was back there and got his hands on him but wasn't able to wrap him up. So Wesson had to make the tackle for the Bulldogs.
I think the Bulldogs took the time out there as it's 4th down and 10. Timeout on the field. We're going to keep it right here. Well, I thought they called a timeout. They did not. So he originally was waving his hands like a timeout. Now he's rolling it. Is the white hat. So down to under 2 minutes. The Bulldogs back ready to return this punt. Down to 10 seconds. They'll probably let this wind all the way down as they're still getting guys on the field, are the Hobbs Eagles. They're down to 3 seconds. They're going to be a delay of game. So delay of game. That'll back them back 5 more yards. So the Bulldogs will have 1:38 after this punt to do something here and try to get a score at the end of the first quarter, and we get the ball back and we come out in the second half.
But yeah, and that's what that fumbled on the initial kickoff. Hobbs won the toss. They chose to receive. They fumbled the kickoff when we got it. So it's like we got the ball to start both halves.
Yeah,
because of that.
All right, so now they drop back in that punt formation. Does Beatty, and Hobbs adjusts a couple players. Now they send a man in motion. 4th down and 10, or 4th down and 15. Snap is back, almost blocked. Off to the left side. Ball's going to bounce. Bulldogs just need to get away from it. It takes kind of a Hobbs bounce, secondary bounce, and it rolls back to about the 34-yard line.
Good punt. Good change of field there for the Hobbs Eagles. And
we got a penalty flag down, so let's see what this is. Bulldogs were pointing towards Hobbs, but that doesn't mean it's on Hobbs. So it'll be, let's see, he hadn't said yet what the penalty is going to be. But I think it's on Hobbs, but I don't know. Personal foul. Oh, no, it's on us. So a helmet to helmet again. Is that what that means when he does it there? So that'll be a 15-yarder on the Bulldogs. It'll back it up to the 19-yard line.
And I know the last couple of years that's been a point of emphasis for safety of the game, safety of the players, is that helmet to helmet. So sometimes it's unavoidable when you're just playing hard and going 100%.
So the Bulldogs are going to have to go 81 yards here with 1:26 seconds, and they can do it in about 6 seconds if they get the right play. But they got 1:26 to get another touchdown on the board. They lead 15-0.
Okay, I just got a text. It's an illegal blindside block is what it is.
Okay, I was thinking head-to-head means they put their head, they put it in the helmet.
All right, illegal blindside block.
All right, so we've got a full house backfield here. Bring a man in motion. He goes forward, and we're going to turn. Casadas is back there at quarterback. He runs through people, still on his feet, still running forward. Gets all the way out to about the 32-yard line, maybe the 33, as that was kind of a heavy formation, but Casadas running the quarterback.
Yeah, I had two backs on his right and left, snapped it to him, direct snap, and they just lead block to the right.
And we're going to stay in that formation, are the Bulldogs, as we get down to 109 and counting, as Casadas getting his mouthpiece in, looking to get the snap. Man in motion goes by, and we're going to have a false start.
Yeah, Con, I thought he did it a while ago.
He did.
He's in motion, and he broke towards the line of scrimmage too early, Didn't get him the first time, got him that time.
So it'll be first down and 15 now for the Bulldogs after the penalty on the play. Bulldogs stay in that formation. This could be some stuff, we're giving you some foreshadowing. Teams are going to have to defend this. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. I don't know if that's Galindo, who it is. He's going to push forward and get the 5 yards back, maybe 6.
That is Galindo. So basically a lead play, right, with 2 backs back there. Gonzalez takes the snap, hands it to Galindo, and got a lead blocker.
So we got a timeout taken by Coach Maupin on the sideline. 48 seconds to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 15-0. And I think we got 1 timeout remaining, and they've got 2, maybe all 3. So Bulldogs are going to try to get a touchdown here with 48 seconds to go. Both teams meeting with their coaches out there.
So I asked Josh earlier how many penalties. We have 5 penalties called on us so far, and Hobbs has 10. So 15 penalties, mostly in the second period, second quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes you see that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the refs get on a roll with penalties, but sometimes it feels like the ebb and flow. You'll just have a bunch of penalties kind of in a row, and you're right. I think the majority of them came here in the second quarter. 48 seconds to go in said quarter. Bulldogs 15, Hobbs 0. As the Bulldogs back to their normal offensive look. Estrada back in the ball game. He's got slots and boy, they're in man coverage. They're playing man free. Snap is back. He looks that way. Now comes back this way. Steps up under pressure. Does Estrada. He's got a lot of green in front of him. See if he can get around that corner. He gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and that's where the Hobbs has athletes that tend to match up with ours better than most. We ran go routes and not able to quickly get open to see some separation, so Estrada just tucks it and picks up some yards.
They picked up 11. It'll be first down and 10 at the Bulldog 45-yard line with 41 seconds to go. Trips now to the wide side, ball on the near hash. Actually quads over there with the one receiver just off the left tackle's hip. Snap is back. He's going to throw. Look that way. He's going to come back this way. Oh, the stop and go. Size down the sideline. And, is this underthrown, Robbie?
Oh, boy, that was a slow developing play. So give the line credit first of all. He pumped it left like a, what do you call it, slip screen over there or bubble route. And then threw a stop and go back on the right side. So 2 pumps and then underthrew him. Oh, that was a touchdown.
Yeah, it just, well, as you said, it was underthrown. Hit the defender in the back. He didn't get turned around.
He was trying to catch up with Sice.
Yeah, he bid on it. That was a great route by Sice. He really did a literal stop and then took off again.
Yeah.
And so it'll be second down and 10 after the incompletion. 34 seconds to go here. We're down under 10 seconds on the play clock. We certainly don't want to have a delay a game. We're under 5 seconds. I don't think he sees it. We're down to 1, and we're going to call a timeout or take the penalty. We're taking the penalty.
Yeah. Game. What I talked about is that's a lot of how it happens in the first game. Didn't have to watch the clock much last year. And there's a chess match going on right now with the coaching staffs. Right, you get 2 good teams and they match up well, and you can't just do what you want. So you're trying to take what the defense is giving you, so this is fun.
Just a little more time on the play calling maybe there. All right, so back us up. Second down and 15. Stepping up under pressure as Estrada still looking. Good cover. He's got a man over the middle. Boy, he didn't see him. He catches it over on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds. Is that Duran?
Yeah, it's Duran over there. Estrada just rolled to his left. As you said, there was a guy over the middle, but it was cross-throw body for him. Just picked up Duran over there. And Duran did a good job of running out of bounds.
Yeah, Lopez kind of just was in a little seam there, and he kind of just broke away from that linebacker who was underneath. He didn't see him, or he would have tossed it to him. All right, because he had green in front of him for miles. All right, third down and 2. Empty backfield. Estrada looking to the left. Now to the right. He's throwing it deep, and that's going to be overthrown. It'll be 4th and 2 at the Hobbs Eagles 47-yard line with 20 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good coverage over there by number 21. Running step for step with Duran. I don't see his. Do you see his number or his name? 21.
21 is. No, I don't. No, they're starting.
I don't either. But good coverage by him. And the ball was long, but it would have been a tough window to get it in there because he was step for step with Duran.
All right, 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs as they go back to a trips formation on the near side. Snap is back. Estrada looking. He's going to throw it across to an out route. That's going to be a first down to Kahn down inside the 40. And so the Bulldogs going to have to hustle here.
Good tackle by McPherson on Kahn. Kahn just ran a kind of a deep out route from the inside slot area. good throw by Estrada, and we got a Bulldog down.
Well, there was a timeout taken by Coach Mop, and we do have a Bulldog down, so Coach Caton out there to take a look at him, our trainer. 13 seconds to go. And timeout taken. We've got a first down. We're on the 39-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles as they'll check out our downed player. It looks like one of our offensive linemen. No, yeah, it is. And that is number 57 for the Bulldogs. And that's, is that 57 or 67? 67 for the Bulldogs. And that's a Fisher. That's Garrett Fisher. As he's walking off under his own power, may just had a stunner. You know, sometimes you can feel like you just break your ankle, but it just like a stinger is what I call them. But hopefully he is okay. He is walking off under his own power. It'll be first down and 10 at the 39-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles for the Bulldogs with 13 seconds to go here. 15-0 Bulldogs here in the first half. Estrada will have Galindo to his left, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. Snap is back. Hobbs brings some pressure, going to throw it over to the sideline. Good play over there by Sice. Planted his feet, Robbie.
Well, they're kind of giving that up right now because of the time, 9 seconds on the clock, but he just gave him a cushion, easy out route, pick up for the Bulldogs. But, Bulldogs can score here with 9 seconds left.
Oh, absolutely. And they got plenty of time on the play clock. Coach Maupin out there talking to his quarterback, Estrada, as it looks like he just will kind of huddle up with them, sort of, tell everybody what they want to do. We're down to 14 seconds, so plenty of time on the play clock. 9 seconds on the game clock, but it's stopped. Trips to the far side. Snap is back. He's looking that way. He's going to run away from pressure. He's got a man wide open. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Artesia! Bulldogs get the touchdown.
That's a great job by Estrada. He strung that play out, kept his eyes down the field, and Galindo was in the end zone, and then he came to the right, just moving to the right between two defenders. Perfect throw as he caught the ball and fell out of bounds with both feet in the end zone.
And you know, Hobbs' defense really got to that quickly, and I thought there for a minute they might tip it, but it just kind of went through those two Hobbs defenders, and we catch it. Galindo catches it as you said, he caught it perfectly as he's falling down. He keeps his feet on the field, and the Bulldogs now lead 21-0 with 2 seconds to go here in the first half. They come out of the swinging gate. Casadas do the holding. Philip Finley-Rascone to do the kicking. Johnson doing the snapping for the Bulldogs. Snap is back, good hold, kick is up, and it looks good, and it is. So the Artesia Bulldogs will go into the half. Well, we got 2 seconds left. We're gonna have to kick it off, but right now 22-0 Bulldogs.
This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Perry at Artesia Ford Sales. That was a 9-play drive, covered 81 yards. Capped off by a 29-yard touchdown pass from Estrada to Galindo. Extra point was good by Finley, 22-0 Bulldogs. That was big for the half right there.
Big play, and Hobbs, of course, wanted to get a stop because we get the ball, so we go into halftime. We're going to come back out offense. We go up by 4 scores, theoretically, because we're getting the ball coming back out. But the Bulldogs need to do good right here because you don't want to give up a kickoff for a touchdown. Right now, 22-0 Bulldogs. Parrish will put it down on the X in the middle of the field. And, I think a squib kick probably coming up here, just like we saw the last kick. So Parrish lines it up, waiting on the white hat, which he gives the go-ahead. And here's the kick, and it's going to be a squibber. It's going to be out in no man's land. It's going to bounce. It's touched. The Bulldogs could get it back, but they don't. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's the end of the half. Artesia 22, Hobbs 0. We're going to go ahead and get the Tape Branch halftime show going. We'll be back with some stats and the band.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers.
Well, we're going to interrupt that commercial. They left 1 second on the clock. I'm not sure how that happened, but because I guess when he touched it, he fell straight down on it. So that was a dead play. So the Hobbs Eagles do have 1 play left here as the quarterback looks like he's going to go under center, Beatty, and then just take the snap and go to a knee. That is what he does, so that'll end the half. Artesia 22, the Hobbs Eagles 0. Now we'll get the Tape Branch halftime show going. Stay right there.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Like crazy.
No, you're good.
Have some chicken. Hey, welcome back here. I keep telling people, have some chicken, have some chicken.
Yes.
As our halftime meal tonight is being brought to us by KFC, and Cambria, the manager of the store here, is with us. What'd you bring for the press box tonight?
So I kind of brought a little variety of everything. We brought our new KFC chicken nuggets, our sandwiches. We have spicy and classic, and then we did some classic two-piece original meals.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And the nuggets are always good. Have they done really well?
Yes, they're actually really popular, so we want to give them that extra little push so everyone knows we have nuggets now.
Drum major for the RT. Tell us about the sandwich that you brought.
So our sandwich is our classic chicken sandwich. It's on a brioche bun with mayo, spicy mayo, your pickles, and then a crispy filet.
Well, that's good. Well, the band is ready to perform.
Yes.
How late are you open tonight if folks want to come by and eat?
So we will stay open as late as we need to for all our fans to go and grab some to eat from us.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to mention?
No, just go Bulldogs.
All right. Thanks, Cambria. Let's go down on the field for the Artesia High School Pride of the Pecos Valley Marching Band.
Enjoy the show. state of New Mexico in December 2024 at the 83rd Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade in Hawaii. Congratulations, Bulldog Band. Each week, outstanding marchers are recognized for their awesome hard work, discipline, determination, and dedication to our band. This week's outstanding marchers are Miss Ashley Contreras, Miss Lauren Combs, Miss Emmeline Duncan, Miss Kara Martinez, Mr. Case Horner, Mr. Brent McIntyre, Mr. Bo Digger Medley, and Miss Anna Netherland. Congratulations and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Pecos Valley, the Artesia High School Bulldog Marching Band.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
Hey truck enthusiasts, Maria and Brisa here. Rev up your truck season at Tate Brown's Auto Group. Get $6,500 off 23 model year trucks. It's dreamy. Whether you're conquering the oil fields or navigating city streets, your ideal ride rates. Financing? We're pros. Drive your dream truck without breaking the bank. But hurry, these deals down here September 5th. Swing on by or visit us at www.tatebranch.com now. Tate Branch Auto Group, where your truck dreams ignite and adventure starts.
What's up, Bulldog fans? We often hear from teenagers there's nothing to do in Artesia. Well, that's going to change on September 15th because we're having a fifth quarter right after the game.
And welcome back on the Tate Branch halftime Fan of the Week segment. It's the Hobbs game. We're back at the Bulldog Bowl and got an exciting game going on and a second half coming up in just a moment. But we want to introduce this week's Fan of the Week who's celebrating a birthday today. Let's say tomorrow on today. Yeah. Yes, on Friday. Let's say happy birthday and congratulations to JT Jackson. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. It's an honor to get to be here.
That's great. Now, I understand you're not a native Artesian. You actually got an offer that you couldn't refuse to move your family to Artesia. That's a great story.
Correct. When they offered me that $50 a month raise, I couldn't turn it down.
That's right.
So moved to Artesia 67 years ago.
That's great. So who did you work for at the time, and what did you do most of your time here in Artesia before you retired?
Iverson Supply Company was one of the up-and-coming supply stores. They had several little stores around, but we had a nice brick building. We were right across the street from the refinery, and we could see what was going on. And my boss's desk faced his back was toward the refinery, and one of the workers in there was leaning on the desk, and he looked over there and said, "What's everyone running for?" He said, "I don't know. Let's don't be last."
You don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah. So you had a couple of children when you moved here.
And had two more, and they all four went through the Artesia school system, and then I wound up with 6 grandkids. They all went through the school system, and when you add all that together, that's 120 years of schooling out of Artesia school system. And I don't know where it's going to end if Ryder retires or what he's going to do to stop the count.
That's right. Now Ryder is your grandson, right?
Grandson.
That's
yes.
right. And he will be I think he's at the game tonight. So if you see Ryder, he's fetching the tee after the kickoffs. And I asked him, Artesia's going to score a lot of touchdowns. Is he in good shape to get out there and pick up a lot of tees tonight? We'll see how well he does, right?
Yeah. He's concerned about it. You mentioned maybe 7 kickoffs, and he didn't know if he could make 7 or not.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some folks that'll help him out just a little bit. So your children, they went through the schools. I'm sure they were in sports or other activities at the schools? Sports
and cheerleading and band and chorus, and we hit every phase of it. So.
Yeah, and did you wind up taking kids to any events? I think you helped out with the cheerleaders, right?
Cheerleaders, we had a van, and we'd pack that van full of girls and take off and get them to the game and get them home.
That's right. So you still go to many of the games, a lot of the home games. What is it that you really enjoy about going to Bulldog games?
The home games I make. I don't make any of the out of town games anymore. It's just a little more effort than what I can put out. So I'm satisfied to make the home games, and so.
Do you have any memorable trips or any times that the cheerleaders gave you a bunch of grief or something like that?
Yes, I do. Okay. We went to Tucumcari, and our first stop was Elida, of course, and then we went on to Tucumcari. And when I got to the end of the field there, and I stepped out, and I was tired, going to stretch, and the girls, they started piling out there. We was running a little late. They started piling out. One of the girls locked the door, and my keys were inside, so I got a hold of one of the security guys, and he said, "Well, the locksmith's at the bank right now. They've got a problem down there." So I sit with my car till the middle of the third quarter before I ever got to go find my seat.
All because some cheerleader locked the keys in the car.
Keys, yes. But we made it home, and everything worked good.
Oh, that's great. What is it you really enjoy most, though, about Bulldog sports? You go to a lot of football games and a lot of other activities, but what is it that you've really enjoyed over the years?
Really, my enjoyment was when we played Old Morse Field. Okay. And we felt like the spectators were in the game, and you could holler at the players, and they could hear you, and so a lot of my memories go back to Old Morse Field when we were playing football there.
That's right. A lot of great history in that ballpark as well, and I think they're going to do a little bit of renovation work over there real soon to preserve that wall, and that'll be a good thing.
Yeah. Keep the memories.
That's right. Well, it is your birthday. Do we want to sing JT happy birthday today? Anybody want to join in and sing? You know, Jeff? No. All right, I'll start it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear JT. Happy birthday to you.
That's an honor.
Now, what does JT stand for?
Well, it's a J and a T, and that's the way you come up with it. And you want to know how I got it?
Sure, yeah.
I named it. I called the Bureau of Vital Statistics in Oklahoma, and 30 years ago, and found my birth certificate, and it had no name on it.
Really?
And the guy said, whatever name you want, so you're one of the few that can name yourself. So
you got to name yourself.
I got to name JT.
I thought it was like Jerome Tiberius or something like that, but it's just JT.
J and a T.
There you go. Well, we have a couple presents for you. Let me reach over here. We've got a mug that says Tape Branch Fan of the Week, and number one fan, that's for you.
What's in it?
Whatever you want. And then we have a $50 gift certificate, and this is from Tom and the folks over at the Adobe Rose restaurant here in Artesia. So we'd like to present that to you for you and your family to enjoy. And thank you once again for being our fan of the week.
Glad to get a free meal off of Tom and Tim.
You can tell we don't script these things out ahead of time, do we? JT, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Honor to meet you, see you again, and talk with you. And if you've got a nomination for Fan of the Week, get a hold of Perry at Tape Branch, and hopefully they'll be on next week. We'll see you. Second half is coming up. And welcome back on the Tape Branch halftime Fan of the Week segment. It's the Hobbs game.
Rushing, Jesse LaRock, 7 for 64. Frankie Galindo, 6 for 27. And Nia Estrada, 3 for 18. Passing, Estrada went 10 for 15 for 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And Cazares, 1 for 40 yards. Receiving for the Bulldogs, 4 for 75 for Duran. And Ethan Kahn was 3 for 45 and a touchdown, and Galindo 2 for 33 and a touchdown. For Hobbs tonight, rushing, Yaquez 3 for 23, Armendariz 8 for 22. Passing for the Eagles tonight, Brock Beatty 5 for 13, 83 yards and 2 interceptions. Receiving, Salcido 3 for 38 and Franklin 1 for 33 receiving it. And those are your leaders. Some first half stats for the Bulldogs. They had 14 first downs tonight, 131 yards rushing, 171 yards receiving, and we had 6 penalties for 52 yards. Time of possession for the Bulldogs 30 minutes and 47 seconds. For Hobbs had 6 first downs, 53 yards rushing, 83 yards receiving. They had 10 penalties for 81 yards. Their time of possession was 23 minutes and 44 seconds. So a good half for the Bulldogs. Leading the way defensively for your Bulldogs was Diego Wesson with 3 tackles, and Jaron Watkins had 1 interception, along with David Hammond bringing in his 4th interception on the year. So a good half for the Bulldogs. Hopefully they continue on, Joby.
All right, thanks, Josh, for the stats. First half stats brought to you by our statistician, Josh Howard. And we've got the second half getting ready to start here. The Bulldogs score there with just 2 seconds left in the first half and go up by 3 scores, 22-0. And then because of what happened in the first half, Hobbs won the toss, elected to receive, but then the Bulldogs get that fumble recovery on the kickoff. They get to start both halves with the ball offensively. So the Hobbs Eagles going to kick for the first time, a little pooch kick right over the middle, and the Bulldogs need to get on it, and I think we got it. But boy, it was like they didn't know to go get it.
Oh, number 11 came flying down the field for the Eagles, Rodriguez, and he almost got that ball, but it looks like number 16 for the Bulldogs is getting up, and that is Warren. be able to recover that for the Bulldogs. But it was close, as you said.
Closer than I think we want to see, so that'll be something they talk about. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. Now going from the north to the south as the Bulldogs come out in their standard A formation look. Now they're going to swap over. Kahn will go to the far side. Ball in the middle of the field, but trips to the far side. Galindo looking over the defense. He'll stay on the right side of Estrada. And now Estrada calls a new play as he's got a man coverage look over there. Snap is back. He's looking this way. He's going to throw the out route. It's going to be caught by Seiss as he falls to the ground. Just a little underthrown.
Good pickup. Let's talk about halftime real quick, Joby. Well, the Bulldogs are going to get on the ball real quick, but I think the Eagles go in and say we reduce the turnovers, no turnovers, and the penalties, and that's what we want to do, and then run our game this half to get better.
All right, again, trips to the far side. This time it is the wide side of the field. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Snap back, takes a handoff. Going to throw it over here to a slip screen to Seiss, trying to pick his way through. Then he just kind of bullies forward. He'll pick up about 6 yards. It'll be a first down.
Boy, Velasquez did a good job pulling over here from his lineman position and got on his block, and then the defender did a good job of shedding him and standing Seiss up to shut that play down.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 47-yard line. Trips to the far side, one man down to the bottom here, and snap is back. Going to fake the throw, hand it off. Galindo with speed. He's to the 40, burst through to the 35, through the 30 for the Artesia Bulldogs. Big pickup.
Boy, you said it, burst speed. Galindo, there were people on defenders that had angle to come and get him, and he just burst right by them with that speed until Avila was able to get him from behind and drag him down. But wow, Galindo, just a burst of speed through the middle.
Like a bullet shot out of the rifle. He just soared through there. And you know, it's a draw play by design. He pump fakes over here to Seiss on the sideline like a slip screen, and then turns and hands it off to Galindo. 1st and 10, Bulldogs at the 30-yard line. Estrada drops. They rush 4 men. Good blocking up front. He does roll away. We're going to have a penalty down in the area where it might be a hold. Throws down. It's caught, and that's a touchdown if the penalty's not on the bull. Well, he didn't get in. He stepped out of bounds like at the 1 or 2 yard line. But penalty in the backfield. We'll see what that is.
Well, that was Kahn down there. He had 2 defenders about 2 yards behind him. Estrada rolling to his left. Threw that 40 yards in the air, a strike over the 2 defenders right to Kahn.
Well, they're walking back, so I'm going to say it is a hold, and that's what it is. So hold on the Bulldogs, and it'll be, looked like it was at about, the flag was at about the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Bulldogs. 1st down and 20 as they spot the ball near the far hash.
So Hobbs' defensive line doing a good job as they're putting a lot of pressure on the offensive line, and that time one of the guys had to hold his defender in order to keep him off Estrada.
Standard A formation for the Bulldogs. Kahn widens out this side. Estrada takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Galindo goes outside. He bursts through. He's to the 30, makes a man miss. 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, no flags down.
Well, that's that just running play zone. They pull backside guard and tackle, and he's supposed to go inside the right offensive tackle, and it wasn't there, and he just bounced that outside. And we talked about, with his speed, nobody even came close to making a tackle. He got a couple of blocks down the field from the receivers, Seiss being one of them, but wow, Galindo, he's fun to watch.
He is. He's really, really fast, and he showed his speed right there on that run on the outside for the touchdown. 28-0 Bulldogs, 10:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter as they come out of the swinging gate. And line up to do the normal PAT. So the Bulldogs score right at the end of the 1st half. They score the first drive of the 2nd half, so a 14-point swing. Kick is up. The kick is no good, wide right. So the score, 28-0 Bulldogs with 10:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
This scoring summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry at Artesia Ford Sales. That drive by the Bulldogs took 5 plays, covered 65 yards, capped off by a 40-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Extra point was no good, 28-0. Bulldogs lead, 10:49 left here in the third period.
All right, Parrish lines it up on the X. Here's the kick. It's going to be a roller up front. It's going to be caught. Good job there by the front line for the Hobbs Eagles. As a lot of times that can go out of your hands, but he catches it. So it'll be 1st and 10 Hobbs.
Yeah, Alvarado did a good job, number 38. As you said, catching that going straight to the ground. So Eagle football on the 42.
Bulldog defense out one more time as they've played a pretty stellar game so far. They bent a little bit a couple of times, but then they have not broken, and so look to keep that trend alive. Beatty in the backfield with his running back, Amendares, as he turns, hands it off. Oh, he keeps it this time. Bulldogs stay at home. He's able to get by the first tackler, but then a loss of 2 as the Bulldogs swarm in there.
That was number 8 that he faked you back there, Kennedy, with him that time. And Aguirre was right there if he handed it to him. And then Wesson makes the tackle for the Bulldogs on Beatty.
So 2nd down. Oh, they didn't get him as far back as I thought. It's only a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11. So Kennedy, number 8, is in the backfield, as you said. As Beatty comes up and tells his offensive line what they're doing. Takes a look over the defense. Bulldogs showing blitz. Number 22 goes in motion. He'll go on by the quarterback, turn, and he will hand it off. Bulldogs in the backfield again, and they're going to take him down for another loss.
Well, that's just great coaching right there. Tendencies with that motion going across, and if he crosses quarterback's face before the snap, Johnson out there, linebacker, just comes across the line of scrimmage, and he shut that play down. He didn't make the tackle, but he created havoc back there for the other Bulldogs. He slowed it down for them, the pursuit to make the tackle.
3rd down and 12 after 2 back-to-back 1-yard losses. Tackle for loss for the Bulldogs, as the Hobbs Eagles will go trips to the far side, which is a little narrower. Ball near the middle of the field, shaded toward the right side. As Beatty takes the snap, he'll drop back to throw. Bulldogs rush 3. They're going to run that little in the middle shuttle pass, but he's only going to pick up about 6 yards. It'll be 4th down.
Well, we had 3 defensive linemen, and the ends didn't really rush. It's like they knew that was coming, and they squatted, and Weston also just squatted at his middle linebacker position, and he made the tackle.
All right, so will Hobbs give us a short field if we stop them, or will they go ahead and punt it here? Down by 4 scores. 28-0 is our score. 8:55 and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. They're keeping their offense out there, so Beatty will go up under center, tells offensive line what they're doing. A formation look. They got a slot and a wideout on either side. Running back to the left of Beatty in the backfield. Snap is back. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw the out route. It's going to be caught short. It'll be turnover on downs. Bulldog football.
Yeah, Yaquez over there. He had to go down to the ground to catch that, so he didn't have an opportunity to even get the 1st down because the throw was low. It was short. And I was just thinking, they don't have the automatic out route like the Bulldogs seem to have. That was almost a come back to the ball route, and he didn't go far enough. So anyway, it just was short, right? I'll leave it there.
Well, so they're taught, go past. If you're going to run that route, You're supposed to go past the 1st down marker. He didn't even get to it.
Yeah, you drive the defender past and then come back to the ball so you pick it up. And
didn't happen, so another turnover on downs. Bulldog defense holds strong. Trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field for the Artesia Bulldogs. Galindo to the left of Estrada. Duran on the far side of the field with man-to-man lock coverage. Estrada's going to look to this side. He's going to throw it into coverage, and that ball's off the chest of the Bulldog and incomplete.
So Kahn ran a stop route, and then he tried to take off again, and Estrada threw for him to stay there. So kind of a mix-up in the receiver and quarterback there. Number 5 made a great defensive play. Diaz, he was right there for the Eagles.
So Kahn saw something a little different on the option route than Estrada did, but luckily it just goes off his chest and up into the air, which is always scary, but it falls to incompletion. All right, so 2nd down and 10. Trips to the near side. Snap is back. Estrada looking to the left side. He's going to throw the out route over there, and that's going to be caught, and a pickup of about 6, maybe 7.
Yeah, that's that part of the running game for the Bulldogs, if we can call it that. It's just that 5, 6, 7 yard out, automatic throw over there, because they're given, our receivers have so much speed, the defenders are given so much cushion. They don't want to get them running by them, so they just stop and the ball's there.
So So it'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 3 for Artesia, and I believe that was Duran on the catch over there. He stutter stepped his feet, stayed in bounds. Again, trips to the near side. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. 4 defensive linemen. They jump off sides. It'll be 1st down. That was designed.
It was. Good discipline by the offense. Let me give Roswell defeat Santa Fe tonight 58-6. So once they got up by 50, that game was over. And then Carlsbad is leading Goddard 21-6. So Goddard has scored now as it was 21-0.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 39-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles. Handed off Galindo. Ooh, he is hit hard and twisted below. Hopefully he's okay. He's turning around getting up quickly, but that was an awkward-looking go-down by Galindo.
That was. He's a 5'8 junior, 155 pounds, running up the middle, and McPherson, number 25, 5'10", 185-pound linebacker, just met him and stood him up and drove him back.
Yeah, and he had a defensive lineman wrap around his knees, and it looked awkward, but he jumped right up. All right, they're right back on the ball. Pump fake it, going to run a screen to the short side. If he can get by him, and he does, so much speed, runs over a man, but steps out of bounds. Galindo showing some size without size.
Galindo said, I can put a hit on somebody too, as number 15, Wright, came up to make that tackle. He lowered his shoulder and just ran over him and kept going. I heard the groan up here in the press box.
Like, wow. He's not only fast, he will run you over. And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he plays big. All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 as he stepped out of bounds before getting the 1st down marker. Trips to the near side. Galindo now to the right of Estrada. He's going to pump fake and hand it to, and they're there that time, Robbie. They saw it coming that time, so it'll be 4th down and about 4.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Hobbs defensive line. There was nowhere to go that time. And with the nose guard, number 57, Hill, just standing his ground that time, and the other defensive lineman, there was nowhere for Galindo to go.
All right, so 4th down and 4 for Artesia. Actually, 4th down and 5. 4th down and 5. He lost about 4 on that play. We're down to 7:22 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Casadas is going to hustle over, and they'll get back into their standard A formation look. Ball near the far hash. Estrada. Oh, we got a false start on Casadas. He took off too early. That's going to back us up 5. I think we'll still go for it. We're on their side of the field, but we'll see what coach decides.
You know, if you're committed to going, then just go.
And he did.
he took off full speed, went 5 yards. Usually they're leaning or they take one step and go, oh.
Yeah.
But he was all in. He was 100%. That was the count.
And you know, it may have been a no-go again, and he kind of was out of position. He had to run across the field. He may have missed it somehow, but nonetheless, it's 4th down and 10 now for the Artesia Bulldogs at the 39-yard line of the Hobbs Eagles. They'll break the huddle, and we're going to go trips to the near side. Boy, they got man formation over here. He's going to look that way. Actually, it was an empty backfield. Estrada's going to have to roll away from pressure. He throws it. That's going to be caught. That's a 1st down.
Nope.
Oh, incomplete. I thought he caught it, but nope.
Rolling to his right, trying to throw across the field, and on the sideline to Sice over here, and it was short. Sice dove to the ground, but evidently trapped it down there, so turnover Bulldogs.
All right, so it'll be the 2nd time we've turned it over on downs. We did so in the 1st quarter when we got that turnover on the kickoff, and they stopped us down inside their own 20, did the Hobbs Eagles, but that'll be our 2nd time on a turnover on downs, and that penalty really, those things hurt, and we saw it there, and Hobbs has seen some of that too tonight. All right, so Beatty back on the field with his offense. He's got a formation look right now, a slot and a wide out on either side with the running back to his right in the shotgun. 3-man defensive line down for the Bulldogs now coming off the corner. We're going to rush 5. Back out, and he's going to throw the stop route. He catches it and goes out of bounds after a pickup of about 11.
It's good pitch and catch there. We talked about it. That's Kennedy over there, number 8. Good throw by Beatty, just a stop out on the sideline. He went up high to get that, kept his feet in bounds. So good pickup for the Eagles.
So Almendares is back in the ballgame for the Eagles. I think it was Kennedy that was in on their last series in the backfield, but Almendares is back in there now. 1st down and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles at the 50-yard line, so right in the middle of the field on the far hash as they're going from the south to the north. Snap is back. Beatty looks this way, going to run that slip screen, almost picked off.
Oh.
Just missed it. And then we're going to have a pickup of about almost 10 again, and then we're going to have a penalty. We'll see what that penalty is about, Robbie. Boy, tried to go get that.
Well, they worked on that all week, and I watched on film that slip screen. David Hammond jumped that and he missed it. Well, he jumped in front of both receivers, went through his hands, and then Salcido catches it, number 14, and goes down the field. So I don't know how he caught it. I mean, that was great concentration on his part to even catch that football.
There was a penalty, and let's see what the penalty was. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bulldogs. So that's going to be another 15 dead ball penalty. They picked up 8 on the catch, and then they'll march it off. It'll be first down deep into Bulldog territory inside the 30-yard line at the 27.
Yeah, so that's just good coaching again there all week long, saying this is when it happens. This is what the two receivers do. And Hammond read that perfectly.
Okay, so first down and 10 for the Eagles down to the Bulldog 27. Trips on the far side, and they've spread the Bulldogs out. We've only got 2 men over there right now covering them. He's going to turn to throw it to the open guy. Oh, it's almost picked off again as he fought through that. Good play by the Bulldog defender.
It's one of the great plays that Hobbs runs is that little slip screen. And Finley this time on the right side. He busts through 2 defenders. One of them had his jersey, and it hit Finley in the chest, but he couldn't get his arms up because the defender was all over him.
Yeah, it looked like he was being held, but no penalty on the play, so it'll just be an incompletion. Second down and 10 at the Bulldog 27. Hobbs keeps those 3 over there bunched up on the far side, wide side of the field. 1 man to the bottom. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off in the middle. He bounces it outside, and great job pushing him back by the Bulldogs. Still on his feet, and there's going to be an illegal block, I believe. Penalty on the field. Bulldogs did an outstanding job keeping him down toward the sideline.
Yeah, Armendariz is shifty, he's fast. I mean, Rodriguez came in, missed the tackle. He dove at him, got a leg, but he ran through that. And then Wesson came in there, and he kind of sidestepped him. But the Bulldogs just keep coming. They pursue that ball well, and there's a penalty on Finley. Somebody came up and blocked him in the back, but boy, the pursuit of the Bulldogs. But Armendariz, great little running back there.
He's got a lot of quickness and speed.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of jukes in him as well. He does a good job bouncing out. We've seen him do that multiple times. But as you said, the Bulldogs just keep coming in waves. I mean, he got around the first, got around the second. Bulldogs were forcing him back, and then all of a sudden 3 guys are on him.
Yeah.
So great pursuit there by the Bulldogs. The penalty is taken by the Bulldogs, so backs the Hobbs Eagles back to the Bulldog 38-yard line. Second down and 20. That trip bunch is still over there now on the short side of the field. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff. Looking to go to that short side. He does. Goes through the hands of the intended receiver. Incomplete.
Yeah, just high. Yaki's running that sideline route over there. They're too high off his fingertips. But let's say this. You can't coach speed, right? To an extent where you can make somebody a tenth faster or something else, but this team speed on our defense, that's what we're talking about. They just keep coming because of the team speed.
Yeah, all the way, everybody. They're all fast. Yes. Even our big guys look like they're really fast. All right, so it'll be 3rd and 20 after the incompletion. They go back to an A formation look, a slot and a wide on either side. Snap is back. Beatty fakes the handoff. Bulldogs bring some guys. It's over the middle. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Well, again, Yaki's coming inside this time. Really the first time over the middle we've seen them try to go. But Watkins, Armendariz there. Just the pass was a little off. If it had been on, one of them might have picked that ball.
All right, so Hobbs now has the decision. I think they're going to go for it. It's 4th and 20, but that's a tough, what do you have drawn up for 20 yards, you know, that when we know they have to get it?
I don't know. I'd watch that screen again or what they like to do because downfield right now hasn't worked. But I'm just impressed with the Bulldog defense right now. They've got Hobbs on their heels on offense, and Hobbs is a really good team offensively.
All right, so they're going to line up with that slot and a wide out on either side, ball on the far hash. The near side is where the wide side of the field is. Snap is back. He fakes the handoff again. Bulldogs get some pressure in there, and that's going to be thrown over the sideline or down on kind of a post route, but it's way long, incomplete.
Kennedy running that post route, and it looked like Finley just running, right by him, but the ball was 5 yards over his head. So turnover and downs, Bulldog football. Great defensive stand there, Joby.
Yeah, they're showing some tremendous fight tonight, and we saw it last week as well. And I talked about this at the start of the game, and Coach Rodriguez talked about it, how we had a lot of missed tackles last year against Hobbs. Not so many this year.
No.
All right, trips to the near side, wide side of the field. Galindo to the left of Estrada. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw it over there to the left side with this little slip screen there by the offensive tackle goes out, but they cover it well, and then I don't even know if we got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
Now, I got it to Duran over there trying to run our slip screen, and they did a good job of defending that as number 55 came over there, Johnson, and made the tackle on Duran.
Quads to the near side, empty backfield. Duran up top by himself. And the safety's cheating that way because he knows they're going to turn and throw the little and we dropped the ball. Tried to run before we caught it, I think.
That was Kahn, just trying to get it to him and split the other two receivers are throwing blocks, get it to him and get him upfield with his speed, but off his fingertips out in front of him.
So 3rd down and 20 now for the Artesia Bulldogs. 5:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-0 is our score here at Bulldog Bowl. As they'll break the huddle with 19 seconds and counting on the play clock. Trips to the near side. Are we missing a player? No, we're not. Trips to the near side. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Snap is back. Looking to throw. He's going to throw this go route on the far side. Duran's going to come back to it. He was held. No penalty in. He tried to come back, and the Hobbs defender grabbed him, but I don't see a penalty, so it'll be 4th down and 20.
Yeah, I'm watching that through the binoculars, and Duran kind of slowed down to time his jump, and the defender just jumped on top of him where he couldn't even make an attempt at the ball. So, missed call there.
All right, so it'll be 4th down, and I was saying 4th down at 20, but I guess it's 4th down at 10. Where did I get that from? I don't know. 4th down at 10. Bulldogs punting team will come back on. Wesson, the punter for the Bulldogs. And we saw a little confusion earlier on this, and we ended up taking a delay game, but it looks like they're all out there this time. Sice is the up back. He turns around and checks with Wesson. Snap is back. It's a good snap. Oh, he's going to throw a fake. Gets it to Sice. He's going to try to get up the field. He's going to be tackled. The fumble on the ground, and it's going to be Hobbs football at about the Bulldog 44-yard line.
Good job by Hobbs to defend that. They run the fake with Wesson throwing it. Good throw by the middle linebacker. Good catch by Sice. He lowered his shoulder and ran one guy over. And I don't know if that fumble, I don't know if I say that. It looked almost intentional. It's like if you don't have the 1st down, then fumble it forward.
Try to get it up through the 1st down and get on it. All right, so it'll be turnover on downs again by the Bulldogs. So both teams have had multiple turnover on downs. Bulldogs 3, and I think Hobbs 3, maybe 4. So the defenses, even though it's 28-0, Hobbs has had some defense look good. The Bulldogs have looked a little better offensively. Hobbs was missing a man, so he's out there quickly. And you got to have him. He was the center. All right, Beatty in the shotgun turn, handed off. Bulldogs right there, tackle for loss. Good job there by the Bulldogs, number 59, Caden Grantham.
Boy, just coming off that end, he's been back there all night. He is really fast, really quick off the line, and just left the tackle standing there and got a hold of him in the backfield and was able to get him down. Scoring update, Carlsbad 21, Goddard 12.
So Goddard making a little bit of comeback. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Beatty with an A-formation look on his offensive side. He turns and hands it off again in the backfield, and he slams him down again. Same play.
I tell you what they're doing, right? They're not blocking him because he's backside, and your backside defensive end should not be able to make a tackle on the play going the other way. And he just flattens down in his speed because he's just going to making the play. They're going to have to get a hat on him.
So not a tackle for loss this time, but no gain either. 3rd down and 11. So passing down here for sure. See if the Bulldogs bring some heat. They act like they're going to. Let's see if they bring a blitz. Beatty looks it over. Nope, just bring 4. Turn. He's got pressure in front of him. He steps away from it. He lets it rip deep. Bulldogs there, and they knock it away. Good job on the final jump at the ball by the Bulldog defense.
Boy, going deep for number 22. And I don't have it on my roster if you find that, but Armendariz did a great job of timing it from his safety position. The ball got there. He stuck his hand in there and slapped it down, and that was to Franklin, the receiver, number 22. But Armendariz is coming limping off. Looks like something might have tightened up on him, but great play by Armendariz.
Brody McDonald coming in to replace Almendares, and yeah, he definitely maybe hamstring just tightened up, and he's kind of rubbing that area. Hopefully that's all it is, no pulls or tears. So 4th down and 11 for the Hobbs Eagles at the Bulldog 45-yard line.
Okay, he's got a cramp in his calf.
There you go. 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hobbs trying to get something going here, but they got a 4th and 11. Bulldogs are going to back their ears here, or do they drop back and play? They're going to bring 4. Nice little turnaround there by the and Hobbs Eagles wide open. He's going to have a big 1st down.
Boy, busted coverage there as Jacques is running down the sideline, found the open zone. Beatty throws a perfect pass, catches it, and between Finley and looked like Rodriguez over there.
So a big pickup. They get the first down on the 4th down and 11. And they're inside the Bulldog 20-yard line at the 19, 1st and 10 with 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. 28-0 Bulldogs. Beatty gets his play from the sideline. Now he'll step back in the shotgun. Looks over the defense. Man in motion. Snap is back. Going to fake it to him. Hand it off to the running back. He will squirt through for a pickup. Good open field tackle there by the Bulldogs. But a pickup of about 4.
So what they do with that motion, they fake that pop play. It holds that linebacker or linebackers to make sure he didn't hand it, goes back the other way. Johnson does a good job of making the tackle for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 6 now as we go under 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Hobbs threatening after picking up that big first down on 4th and 11. So Beatty back in the shotgun again. He's running back to his right. Looks over the defense. Man comes in motion once again. Snap back. He fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it. Steps into one, and it's going to be out of bounds. No good. Way deep there on the pass.
Yeah, fake it motion. Fake the lead up or handoff up the middle and trying to get the wheel route up the sideline, ran it out and up, and Finley was right there. The pass wasn't, but Finley had it covered.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 6. Sorry about that. As the Hobbs Eagles once again looking over to the sideline to get their play. 2:48 on the clock to go here in the third quarter as Beatty drops back in the shotgun. Snap is back, turns, hands it off, bouncing outside and then back inside. We got a penalty down, and that's going to be in the area of a holding. We'll see what happens. He did not pick up the first down, and there's a penalty flag down.
Armendariz, the running back, did a good job of sidestepping Johnson, who was right there. Just kind of made him miss, and then Huffman comes and puts it on there, and Johnson comes from behind to help with that tackle.
They're going to march it back. It was a holding on the backside, which is where the flag came in. 2:41 to go, and that'll back them up. It'll be a long 3rd down now instead of a short 4th down. All the way back to the Bulldog 26. There's where they'll spot that ball. They'll roll the clock, and Hobbs, number 22, will come across the field and come over here and be a slot on the wide side of the field, wide out to his left. Bulldogs in man-to-man coverage out here as their safety has cheated up looking for the run. Snap is back. He is going to turn and hand it off. He bounces outside. Bulldogs stretch him out. He'll pick up about 5 yards. It'll be 4th and long.
So he did a good job that time, just what Galindo did. Kind of looked up the middle, nothing there. Bounced it outside. There was 3 Bulldogs that he outran, but Finley did a good job on the sideline of holding his ground and forcing him out of bounds. But his speed, 3 Bulldogs were chasing him.
So 4th down and 13 now for the Hobbs Eagles. They're at the Bulldog 22-yard line. Ball on the far hash. He did go out of bounds, I guess, because they stopped the clock. But the play clock's still running down to 14 seconds and counting, 13, as Hobbs just now gets the play in. They've got their slot and wide out on the short side of the field. One man down here on the wide side. Snap is back. He's looking to the short side. He pumps it. He's going to throw it deep. Bulldogs play it perfectly. Interception in the end zone. Turnover, Bulldogs.
Trying to hit that out and up or the wheel route again to Jacques, and Finley didn't bite at all.
No.
He didn't come up at all. He stayed back in his position, and then he just stayed back in the end zone, went up and got that ball. And that interception was huge for the Bulldogs, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. Boy, that's just a senior making a play there in Finley.
Yeah, he recognized the play, and so you're right. No bite there. He just stayed back, and he was able to catch that ball where the receiver would normally want to be.
Yep.
He turned into the receiver. All right, so the Bulldogs back on the field. They've got that heavy look again in the backfield. At quarterback will be Casadas, the junior quarterback, man in motion. You can let him go by. Snap is back. Fumbled the snap, and they're going to call him forward. Illegal motion there as he went forward before the snap.
And that's Con. And when the first time we've seen this formation for the Bulldogs with 2 backs, because there's a quarterback and a back on his right, back on his left, and Con coming in motion, and Con keeps going forward a little early.
First time he did, they didn't call it, but the next 2, which that was the 3rd time right there, so the 2nd time that was called. 1st down and 15 at our 15-yard line. They stay in that heavy formation with the backfield, and going by his Con again. He does it again. They didn't call it this time. Casadas keeps it, and then he is upended, but somehow stayed on his feet. He came back down. It's going to be 2nd down and about 8.
So it's Galindo and Lopez in the backfield. Diego Lopez with Galindo back there on each side of Cazares. And I tell you what, Cazares runs hard. That linebacker hit him, got one leg up in the air, was going to drive back, and he didn't let him. He couldn't get him down like he wanted to.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be upended and smashed on his back, but you're right, fought it off. All right, so back to our normal offensive look. Estrada back in, 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips to the far side. He's looking that way. Now he's coming back this direction. He throws it and is caught by Sice. This time he doesn't step out of bounds. He's fighting forward. He'll have the first down +2.
Good job by Sice. Good throw by Estrada. Just that out route over here. And fighting against the defenders there as number 25 makes the tackle for the Eagles, and that's McPherson.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. We're down to 1:09 and counting here in the third quarter. Back to the big package in the backfield. Casadas in at quarterback. Snap is back, going to turn and hand it off. And sneaking through traffic is Galindo still on his feet. He's down to 50, down to the 40, and that's going to be a touchdown. Artesia, no penalties down. He's just going to go all the way, and that's 25. Is that Galindo? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's Galindo. Diego Lopez was the lead blocker on that. And you say, why are they going to that? Why are they going to that? Because it's a different wrinkle for the Bulldogs. They've got a running game, a lead blocker. Diego Lopez led through the hole, and there was nobody to block. He turned around and saw Galindo coming, so then he went and got a block. But there's Galindo's speed again down the sideline.
Yeah, it looked kind of odd because it looked like they maybe should have him, but he just run by everybody. All right, the Bulldogs getting in a little bit late here on the swinging gate. 34-0 Artesia with the next extra point. It'll go to a running clock as we're at 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So the kicking team is in the normal spot here to kick. Hold is down and good. The kick is up. It looks good, and it is. 35-0, 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Artesia Bulldogs leading the Hobbs Eagles.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
This touchdown summary is presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Perry at Artesia Ford. That drive took 3 plays, covered 85 yards, 67-yard touchdown run by Galindo. Extra point was good. Bulldogs 35, Eagles 0 with 50 seconds left here in the third period.
All right, so Jacob Parrish back on, has the ball spotted on the X on the 40-yard line. Here comes the kick. We've seen all kinds tonight. He's going to do another squibber. Going to go up the middle, goes over the head of the up back into the backfield, and he will be tackled hard at about the 30-yard line.
That's number 21 that came up and got that. And let me see, number 18, Brody McDonald makes the tackle on, I got it written over here. That's Murillo.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles at their own 30-yard line. Ball on the near hash. Hobbs going from right to left as we look at them, from the south to the north. They'll flop that here in about 46 seconds or so, as that's what we've got left in the third quarter. Twins to the far side and to the near side as well. They got that A-formation look, just bunched them up out there on the wide side. Snap is back, going to turn and hand it off. Bulldogs right there in the hole, and they drive him backwards. Helmet comes off.
So number 55, Fisher, and number 52 for the Bulldogs hit him, Rafael Orozco. They hit him both at the same time, wrapped him up, and just drove him about 5 yards into the ground.
Yeah, and they hit him right at the line of scrimmage. So no pickup. He gets forward momentum, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 as Hobbs takes a look over to the sideline once again. And they may just take, well, looks like they might try to get the play off. They're down to 9 seconds on the play clock. Beatty in the backfield. He takes a snap, turn, and hand it off again. This time, a lot of room. He's up the middle to the 50. Makes a Bulldog have to turn and run with him. He's down the sideline. Bulldogs will knock him out of bounds, but a big pickup for the running back.
That's Kennedy, number 8. And there's that Hobbs speed that we know they have. They just haven't been able to break away tonight like that. He goes up the middle untouched, kicks it outside, and Armandare's back in the game after that cramp in his calf, runs him out of bounds. But, oh, yeah, we're switching sides. I was like, is there a penalty? But we're switching sides.
Yeah, that is the end of the third quarter. The score, 35-0 Bulldogs. We'll be back.
Hey, truck enthusiasts. Maria and Brisa here. Rev up your truck season at Tate Brown's Auto Group. Get $6,500 off 23 model year trucks. It's dreamy. Whether you're conquering the oil fields or navigating city streets, your ideal ride awaits. Financing? We're pros. Drive your dream truck without breaking the bank. But hurry, these deals down here September 5th. Swing on by or visit us at www.tatebranch.com now. Tate Branch Auto Group, where your truck dreams ignite and adventure starts.
So we're coming back here with the fourth and final quarter to go, barring a tie. But right now the Artesia Bulldogs lead 35-0 over the Hobbs Eagles, and 35 points, I believe, is a running clock, Robbie. So we'll see that. Just they'll stop it on penalty or on turnover, switching of whoever has the ball. But it won't be. I said Artesia ball. I meant Hobbs, but football. As they got that big run, they're down to the Bulldog 21-yard line. As their quarterback, Beatty, takes a look over, and all his skilled guys also looking over to the sidelines. 1st and 10 for the Hobbs Eagles, as they are threatening here as they right at the red zone entryway. Snap is back. He's going to turn and look to throw. Bulldog gets some pressure, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be caught, and that's a touchdown. Just a blown coverage right there on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just across the middle, number 14 is Salcedo. And Beatty just great protection that time. He sat back in the pocket, waited for him to break across the middle. And our safeties had fallen too deep on that play with the end zone back there. And he makes the catch over the middle and goes in untouched to the end zone.
So with that just took the 14 seconds.
Yeah.
11:46 to go here. They got the left-footed kicker. Snap is back. Hold is down. It's not down well, and it's going to be a muffed. Well, he gets away from the Bulldogs. Throws it. It's going to be picked off. They can run that, I think. No, they can't, I guess, because that's it. I guess at the upper levels you can run it out of there, but no good. So 35-6 is our score after that snap was low. We'll be back after this timeout and hear from Artesia Family Fitness, our health.
Through Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Family Health Center is your all-in-one provider for medical, dental, and behavioral health services. They have highly skilled professionals ready to treat your medical, dental, and behavioral health issues. Appointments are available via phone calls, video calls, and limited office visits to provide you a safe and easy way to take care of your health. Need a COVID test or vaccine? Artesia Family Health not only offers testing, but the Moderna COVID vaccine too. Call and learn more. 575-746-9848 or visit Artesia Family Health at 1105 Memorial Drive in Artesia.
All right, welcome back, Bulldog fans. Our score now 35-6, and the something drew my attention, so I stopped talking.
That scoring drive by the Hobbs Eagles took 3 plays, covered 70 yards, capped off by a 21-yard pass from Beatty to Salcedo. Extra point was not good, so 35-6. Bulldogs lead with 11:46 here in the fourth quarter.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be a squibber. It gets through the front line, back in the back, will be picked up by the Bulldogs at the 28-yard line. He had a burst there. I saw a really wide seam, but Hobbs did a good job covering in on it.
That's Finley. Boy, they get those defenders back there. Like anybody with speed back there is what they do, and Finley got that. And he did have the burst through there, as you said, but number 36 made the tackle for the Eagles. And just a scoring update with about 6.5 minutes left in, was it third quarter, Josh? In the third quarter, it's 21-12. Carlsbad's still leading Goddard.
That game is moving like they're throwing the ball a bunch and having a lot of incompletions. That don't sound right, does it?
No. And you know they're both running games.
Yeah. But, all right, so it's going to be first down for the Bulldogs at their own 41-yard line. A formation look, a slot and a wide out on either side. Ball in the middle of the field. As Estrada takes a look over the defense, Galindo to his right. Snap is back. Looking down the floor, he's got a man wide open. He's going to catch it, and that's going to be Casadas down to the 30, inside the 30, down to about the 26.
So what happens in a game like this? Boy, it's a slugfest, and the trenches are getting nasty, and mentally it's hard to stay in a game this long. I mean, we're looking at 9:15 right now. So, but after they go down and score, and they've stopped our offense a few times, let's see if the offense gets focused again right here.
Trips to the far side. Snap is back. Going to turn and hand it off to Galindo. He busts up the middle, but he is hit hard. He'll pick up maybe 2.
Good job by Johnson of the Eagles. Boy, he hit Galindo just about a step across the line of scrimmage and took him down. I say that. We scored the last drive. I know that. But, man, you get into the fourth quarter now, and we'll see the mental strength of both teams.
Trips again to the far side, which is the wide side. Snap back and hand it off to Galindo. He's got blockers. He gets around the corner. He's to the 10, 5. Touchdown. Artesia, no penalties down.
Duran down there blocking down the field, and I watched Galindo that time. I mean, we all did, but I was watching through the binoculars, and he kind of set him up. He was running about 3/4 speed, and then he turned on the jets and went around that corner, and there was no hope for the Eagles as he just went straight into the end zone.
Carson Troost was out on this side. We've been rotating offensive linemen, and he was out on this side, made a good block. Really, the whole offensive line sealed that off, and he goes in untouched. Swinging gate, they'll swing out of it. 41-6. We're back to a 35-point run rule right now, even without a PAT. Finley waiting on the snap. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is up, and it looked good, and it was. So the Bulldogs lead 42-6 with 10:50 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. We'll be back.
Dooley's Auto Sales has made the move to their brand new location at 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia. But don't take my word for it.
I'm Blaze. And I'm Ashton. We got what you're looking for at Dooley's Auto Sales.
Dooley's has a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and even heavy-duty work trucks.
And like my grandpa always says,
I'll sell you a car that you want. If I ain't got it, I can get it. If I can't get it, nobody can.
come see us at our new location, 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia.
This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. Scoring drive by the Artesia Bulldogs, 3 plays, 59 yards, 24-yard touchdown run by Galindo. And I asked Josh, Joby, he's got 183 yards on the night, 4 touchdowns, and a reception.
All right, another squib kick up the middle. Yeah, he's having a big night. Galindo is having to come in and play more than expected with LaRock having that injury. Hobbs fields it and gets it out to about the 40-yard line where they're tackled.
So Yaquez fielded that off the turf, which wasn't easy. Took off, got full head of steam, and Rodriguez came and made a solid tackle on him in the open field by himself.
All right, so it'll be first down at the 39-yard line for the Hobbs Eagles. And they'll have a set of receivers to the wide side, which is near us, a set to the far side. So an A formation look like the Bulldogs. Beatty in the backfield is running back to his left. Snap is back. He's going to throw that slip screen over there. They block it pretty good, but boy, the Bulldogs do a good job coming down that line.
They do as they flowed down. Well, they ran it short side of the field, so they didn't have that far to go. But they did a good job of recognizing it quickly and stopping and going out to the sideline. And number 52, first one out there for the Bulldogs, or Roscoe from his defensive lineman position in on that tackle.
So second down and 8 now for the Hobbs Eagles. As again, they look over to the sideline. 10:03 and counting here in the ball game. Bulldogs lead by 36 now. 42-6 is our score. Trips are going to be to the near side here, which is the wide side of the field for the Hobbs Eagles. One receiver over to the far side. Beatty in the shotgun once again. Long time looking over the defense. Snap is back. Going to take the handoff. Nowhere to go. Bulldogs surround him, and they're going to get him for a loss. About a 1-yarder.
Well, that looked like a confusion back there. They run RPOs a lot. Hobbs does. That's a run-pass option. And it looked a little confused as Armendariz went across his face and didn't. He wanted to hand him the ball, I think, and then he got stuck with the ball, so he just tried to do what he could.
So it's a loss of 1. It'll be third down and 9 for the Hobbs Eagles. Trips this side again, it looks like, unless they take a guy from it. But right now, trips for the Eagles this way. Ball near the middle of the field. And the Bulldogs disguise it well. They look like they're leaving a man wide open, but I think they'll come from the top pretty quick. Snap is back. He's looking to throw. The Bulldogs get some pressure with just 4 men, and it's going to be incomplete because of that pressure.
Boy, they just collapsed. I mean, there was a good pocket for him. Defensive end came around. He had to step up into the pocket. And then again, Orozco, who's coming big here in the fourth quarter, didn't call his name much in the first half, but making some plays here as he got to Beatty.
One of the things that the Bulldogs really, and that was fourth, it's going to bring up fourth down. 4th and 9, Hobbs brings on the punting unit. Clock's still running because of the running clock down to under 8:30. But one of the things the Bulldogs bring with this many players that they have suited out is they're rotating. Our guys are fresh.
Yes.
They're rotating almost everywhere and staying fresh.
And folks, on our roster, right, it starts with number 10 and it goes to number 98, and every number is filled on the roster.
So I'm not real good at math, but that's a lot. That's a lot of guys. And we got a delay of game, so it'll be back them up 5 yards. It was 4th and 9. Now they're back up to their own 36 and punt from there. And so that just kind of helped us because the clock just kept running, and a whole minute has run off since they got that 4th down, which you'd think you'd want to get it punted quicker than that, but 42-6 is our score. 4th down and 14. The quarterback, Beatty, back to throw. We're going to bring a man in motion as they have all game long. Coming off the corner, Bulldogs have a chance at it. Don't get it. It's kind of shanked. It goes out of this over across the way, and the official's going to turn and walk. Well, he's just going to mark it down right there.
I'm just going to say his name again. That was Finley Rascon. Came off the edge, put a lot of pressure on Beatty. He had to kind of, again, pull back and couldn't extend on that ball and just didn't get much on it, so short punt.
I think we're going to see a lot of new faces here for the Bulldogs as Casadas is going to go in at quarterback, and I imagine we'll have new faces all around. We'll try to get some of those names hollered out for you. But the Bulldogs do huddle up, and they had too many in I thought they did.
I got Carrillo, number 64, on the line. Aguilar, number 78, on the line right now. We'll pick up some more. Brown, number 89's in there at wideout.
So Casadas is going to open up here with a trips to his left side, which is the wide side of the field. One receiver to the top side. And the running back may still be Galindo, but I don't think it is.
No, it's number 44.
Okay, so number 44 for the Bulldogs.
Parra.
Snap is back. That's Parra. He is a sophomore. And we got a what? Delay of game? Yep, on the Bulldogs. Took them too long to get that figured out.
Number 79, Crosby, is in on the right guard, and number 62 on the right tackle.
So Chacon. All right, so now we line up again. Trips to the near side. 1st and 15. Casadas looks over the defense. They look like they're going to rush forward. They do. He fumbles the ball. He'll just dive on it. So that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 18 now after that play.
That play was going to the left, and he took off before he had a hold of the ball. So he left early.
2nd down and 18. Bulldogs will huddle up. Clock just running away here, down to 6:29 and counting. As the Bulldogs could take another 25 seconds before they have to run a play. Let's see how they handle it. The receiver looks like he's lined up offside. There, he backed up. Snap is back. Casadas looking. He's going to throw the stop route over there, and they're going to pick up about 9, maybe 10 yards and get it to a more manageable 3rd down.
Wes Beauregard, Caden Beauregard over there that just ran that stop route. Good catch by him. Good throw by Casares.
So 3rd down and 8 now for the Artesia Bulldogs as we're under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. So coming up for the Bulldogs, we get back on the road. 2 in a row on the road. We'll be going to Belen next weekend and then Deming the weekend after that. A couple of 4A, I think they're both 5A schools along with us. Snap is back. Casadas will hand it off. That's Parra looking to get around the corner. He's not going to be able to. Good job there by the defensive, probably a linebacker there for the Hobbs Eagles.
Yeah, Tristan Davis did a good job just pursuing down the line of scrimmage. Parra was trying to use his speed to get around him, and he couldn't. He chased him down and made a good tackle.
So 4th down, the Bulldogs, you would think, would punt in this situation. They can let a lot of time run off the clock. They got 25 seconds on the play clock, and it looks like that's what Coach is going to do here. Just let time peel away. We'll get under 4 minutes before they punt this, and they may even take a penalty and then punt it. And that looks like what they're going to do. 9 seconds, 7 seconds. So they'll take a penalty here, delay, or call a timeout. And Coach Moppin looks like he's going to call a timeout possibly. And that's what he does with 1 second on the play clock. So 4:52 to go here in the ball game. We're going to hear timeout here. We're going to have a sponsor. Stay right there. Bulldogs up 42-6.
Your destination for health is closer than you think. You don't have to drive hours for personalized care. You can get high-quality health care right here, close to home, at Artesia General Hospital. From hip, knee, and shoulder replacements to sports injuries, general surgery, pain management, and wound care, our providers will help you get back to doing the things you love right here in Southeast New Mexico. Artesia General Hospital is here for you when you need us. To learn more about some of our key service lines, visit artesiageneral.com/closer.
Had an update there, Robbie. I don't know if you heard it over the loudspeaker. Seminole 76, Lovington 21.
Oh, gosh.
There's no run rule in Texas. All right, here is the punt attempt, and he's going to have to hurry. He does get it off high end over end, and the receiver will come up, make a fair catch at about the 24, 25-yard line.
So let's walk through the 5A rankings right now, Joby, while we got a break here. Artesia number 1, Roswell number 2, Piedra Vista number 3, Goddard number 4. This is according to Max Preps, which is what MMA goes by. Goddard 4, Gadsden 5, Deming number 6. We'll see them in 2 weeks. So we'll have number 1 against, if it holds in 2 weeks, we'll see, against number 6 in 5A. And then Mayfield is number 7 right now. Valley, Santa Fe, Los Alamos, Miramar, and then Belen at number 12. So we'll see number 12 next week in 5A and number 6 2 weeks later, depending on the rankings at that time.
All right, 4:17 and counting to go in the ball game. Trips to the near side, kind of a bunch set for Beatty. Snap is back. He looks this way. He's going to throw a screen out there to number 22. Bulldogs play it pretty good. He will gain about 4 or 5 yards as the first tackle was missed.
Yeah, again, that slip screen out there to Franklin, who has had some big plays tonight. But the Bulldogs able to close that down and shut it down. And new corner in there is Jaden Hudson, number 23 for the Bulldogs. He disrupted that play. Johnson came and made the tackle.
So again, a lot of new players on the field for Artesia right now. Maybe all the way, every player may be new. No, I still see number 11 out there. Snap is back. Going to run a counter this way, and Bulldogs had him wrapped around, but he's able to squirt through and pick up the first down for the Hobbs Eagles.
So it looks like our defensive line is the same, the starting group, but then the linebackers and secondary are different. Cody Johnson, number 42, is playing middle linebacker. He made that tackle that time for the Bulldogs.
And we've got a first down, which they're moving the yard markers now. And here we go. Slot and a wide out on either side. Ball in the near hash as Beatty looks over the defense. Man in motion is number 2. He's going to hand it off to him in that motion. Gets around the corner. He's got some room to run. Bulldog's going to have to hustle to get him down. He's fast, and they will do it. But a pickup all the way down to the Bulldog 38.
Hayden Harcrow, I was just thinking before that play with the new secondary and linebackers, Hobbs with their passing game. You know, I'd go to the passing game, but they get their speed on the outside. Pick up that first down before Hayden Harcrow makes the tackle for the Bulldogs.
And he showed some good speed there as he had to flatten out. He had to come across from this side and makes a good play. But there was a penalty down, so that's going to come back. And I think it was a hold, and it was.
I tell you, who was right behind him was Cody Johnson, number 42, from his linebacker position.
Yeah, he's got wheels too, and he's a big kid. All right, so the holding will march it back. Negate the long run there by the Hobbs Eagles. We're down to 2:42. Of course, stopped on the penalty, but they'll roll it as soon as they get the ball set. And there he goes. The white hat rolls the clock. So it's pretty much all over but the crying, Robbie. A big win here for Artesia. We'll see if Hobbs is able to get another score on the board. But right now, 42-6 is our score. Beatty with a slot and a wide out on either side. Turn, take the handoff. He's looking to go deep. He's going to step up and run it, and then he is hit hard after he picks up about 4 yards.
Yeah, just decided to run that ball, and for the Bulldogs, Cody Johnson and then Axel Hartley comes in, and those two make the tackle that time.
Actually a pickup of about 6. So it'll be second down and 8 for the Eagles as we go almost under 2 minutes now. Second down and 8. Under 2 minutes to go. Beatty with a slot and a wide on either side. Running back to his left. Going to turn, fake the handoff, looking to throw it. He does go deep. And that's going to be broken up. Great play down there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, number 33 for the Bulldogs was a little behind. They had to step on him. They both had to slow up for the ball. So Vila made a good play, got his left hand up there and slapped the ball down.
Delvia is a good sophomore. He's just a sophomore. I heard his name a lot last week. I didn't hear it, but my brother Ty was over watching the sophomores last night, and he was in on a lot of stuff for the Bulldog sophomore team, and he's getting some playing down here on varsity. Delvia. So 3rd down and 8 for the Eagles. We're down to 1:18 and counting in the ball game. See if they try to go long again here or just try to pick up the 1st down. Beatty has been in the entire game. Man comes in motion, going to fake that handoff, hand it up the middle, and he will not get it. Pickup of about 2.5, maybe 3. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, just gave it to Armendariz up the middle, and looks like Johnson is the only starter in there right now, and he makes the tackle, but slow to get up, as he may have tweaked his ankle or something. Looks like he's going to get up and walk off, but he's limping a little.
And they're going to send somebody in for him. Coming in is going to be number 36 for the Bulldogs, Joseph Martinez. And Johnson is able to trot off. He was hurting, but he trotted off. All right, down to 35 seconds. And counting as Beatty looks it over. 4th down and 5 for the Eagles. Going to fake the handoff. Throws it, and that's going to be caught. He did catch it. 1st down pickup of about 9.
Larry Sauceda over there. It was low, so he caught it on the ground, just fell on the ground.
1st down and 10, down to 10 seconds and counting. As this ball game will wrap up after this play unless there's a defensive penalty. Snap is back. Beatty steps up, looking. He's going to throw it. It's going to be a great defensive job, and that will be it. The Artesia Bulldogs win 42-6.
I think Beatty wanted to go deep there, and all 4 receivers ran 10-yard stop routes. You think on the last play, just go deep and we'll throw it up, but they all ran stop routes on him.
All right, we're going to get the Guys Chevrolet post-game show going. We'll come back with stats and final thoughts. 42-6, Artesia now 2-0 on the season. Stay right there.
Why is it that everything is so difficult? You promise your kids ice cream only to find out the machine is down. Then there's only one checker at the store, and your babysitter cancels on the busiest day of the year. At Guys Chevrolet Company in Artesia, we get it. Let us be the easy part of your week. Whether it's maintaining your existing vehicle in our GM certified service department or selecting and purchasing a new Chevrolet or GMC, we're here to assist you and make life easier, if only for a moment. So give us a call today or stop by here at the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia or at guychevy.com.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
A winning team makes all the difference. Let Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway in Artesia help you score big. They can help you find the home of your dreams. And if you're selling, they have years of experience and can get your home sold quickly and professionally. Hit it out of the park. Call and schedule your meeting today, 575-616-2430, or stop by the office at 408 South 1st in the building with the Bulldog mural. Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Lands Realtors in Artesia. Proud supporters of Bulldog Softball.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Hey Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Josh Howard with your final game stats. Hobbs tonight, 13 first downs, 124 yards rushing, 176 yards receiving. They had 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions, 15 penalties for 124 yards, and their time of possession, 1 hour, 1 minute, 28 seconds. For your Artesia Bulldogs, final game stats, 22 first downs tonight, 290 yards rushing, 254 yards receiving. They had 11 penalties tonight for 82 yards. The leaders tonight for the Hobbs Eagles, rushing Amarion Kennedy, 2 for 48, Armendariz, 15 for 39, and Yaquez, 3 for 23. Passing for the Eagles tonight, Brock Beatty, 15 for 32 for 176 yards, 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. Leading the way receiving was Salcido, 7 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. Franklin, 2 for 35. Rodriguez, 1 for 26. Yaquez, 3 for 20. And Kennedy, 2 for 17. For the Artesia rushing leader tonight was Galindo, 13 rushes for 183 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing. Rock, 7 for 64. Caceres, 3 for 21. And Estrada, 3 for 18. Leading the way passing was Estrada, 17 for 26, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Caceres was 2 for 2 for 50 yards, and Diego Wesson, 1 for 1 for 6. Receiving for your Artesia Bulldogs was Duran, 6 for 82. Khan, 3 for 45 and a touchdown. Seiss, 6 for 45. Galindo, 3 for 39 and a touchdown. Caceres, 1 for 33. And Beauregard, 1 for 10. Leading the way defensively for the Bulldogs tonight, again, was Diego Wesson. He had 6.5 tackles and 2 for loss. Philip Finley had 1 interception tonight. David Hammond had 2, and Watkins had 1. So the Bulldogs dominated on both sides of the ball, leading the way with 4 turnovers tonight, which was huge for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Thank you, Josh. And plus, on top of those 4 regular turnovers, they also had the turnovers on downs and had, I think, 3, maybe 4 of those. So great job tonight by the Artesia Bulldogs, Robbie, as they go 2-0 on the season and look good doing it.
Yeah, they flexed their muscle tonight. We saw, Carlsbad last week with a new head coach, another head coach in 3 years, 3rd year in a row. So building a program there, so we didn't know what we got there. We took care of Carlsbad, but man, Steven's coming in. He's been at Hobbs 4 or 5 years now. He's developed his program. They're ranked 6th in 6A. So we expected a great game tonight, and the Bulldogs came out in all 3 facets and outdid Hobbs on offense, defense, and the special teams tonight, and that's why we have the score that we have.
Yeah. I don't like to use these terms, but really it was a blowout. Yeah. The Bulldogs really, and you said something off air, Robbie. You said it kind of doesn't feel like that, and my response was, well, they've had a couple of stretches where they look pretty good, but really the Bulldogs just look good on all phases.
Yeah, to take an offense like Hobbs, I mean, again, it's a high-flying offense, and they did well last year and had some returning people this year, and our defense stepping up and holding them scoreless until that touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Both of us were going, we want that shutout, but defense just outstanding tonight. Again, the offense was too in special teams, but it just didn't feel like it because it was a slugfest to an extent. But I'd look down and we're up 35-0, but it didn't feel like, oh gosh, this has been easy, because it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but like on the other hand, the score speaks volumes.
Yes,
so the Bulldogs do great. They get the big win tonight, and now looking forward to next week. We get 2 5A schools now. We go to Belen next weekend, and then we go to Deming after that. And then the big game kind of to me in our regular season, even though it's not district, it's not 5A, it's going to be Cleveland, the number 1 team in the state. That's 3 weeks out. I just mentioned it because that's going to be a big game for the Bulldogs.
Next home game for the Bulldogs, anyway, for the Storm coming in here, and just a perennial power in 6A, and boy, they're class act, and we'll really see where we are when we take on Cleveland. We've got to take care of Deming's ranked 6th in 5A, so they're no slouch. So we got to take care of Belen, take care of Deming, but we will have the Storm coming in here, which will be fun to watch also. So looking forward to going to Belen next week and seeing us against the 5A team.
One other thought is we've got some volleyball games next week. Robbie and I will be going to Carlsbad to watch the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. And then on Thursday night, we'll be here in Artesia, and then, of course, traveling on Friday. And I think you got some updates?
I do. 27-12, Carlsbad leading Goddard in Carlsbad. And it says third quarter, but it's got to be fourth quarter now. Maybe that's just not updated. But up by 2 scores now, Carlsbad leading Goddard.
Roswell gets a big win. They win by 50 in Santa Fe. And we never saw anything on Mayfield. Maybe they play tomorrow. I'm not sure, but that's a possibility. All right, well, thanks for tuning in here on KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7, and, of course, KSVPTV.com. We're out there at YouTube, we're out there on Twitter, and we're out there on Penasco Valley PVT TV. So we're about anywhere you want to watch the Bulldogs. If you can't make it to the football field, you can watch or listen, and we appreciate you doing that, tuning in. We also thank all of our sponsors, as always, allowing us to bring these great Bulldog games to you. On behalf of all of our folks, I think Bradley was upstairs, Jeffrey, of course, Gene Dow, the man that runs this operation, Josh Howard, our statistician, my partner, Robbie Blue. This is Joby Hodling saying thank you for tuning in. Have a great night and weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday night in Carlsbad, Artesia Volleyball taking on the Carlsbad Cape Girls.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Ridgeland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sondy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
They haven't disclosed, or there are health problems that aren't being disclosed by Pfizer